Welcome into the Couch Potato Sports Show. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our sideline guy. That'd be JP. Let me get him in here, and there he is. How you doing, JP?
Good. How you doing, Sonny?
I'm doing good. So, what do you got going on for us down there today?
Well, I have a change of pace this week. Last week we had head coach Red Barons. This week I've got offensive line coach AJ Rowland. So we're going to try this out today. Hopefully you can hear well as we go through here. So good. Perfect. All right. So anyway, Coach Rowland, this is year what for you? How many years you been out here? 5 years. Did you hear that, Sonny?
Go ahead.
All right. 5 years out here. So entering year 5 is a different season. We've got a whole bunch of scrappy players that are trying hard, working hard. Tell me about this team.
And just like you said, this is a scrappy group of young men, and we had a great summer. They've proven that they're come to work every single day, and they're ready to put their body on the line to get better.
Perfect. So you got a couple of studs on that offensive line, some big old bulls. You're proud of that team from last week. What'd you observe?
Man, we were physical, we were assignment correct, and we gave great effort. And that's the three keys to the game every week.
Okay, something special that Sonny, maybe you don't know about, our audience doesn't know about. Coach Rowland here, I almost called you AJ. I'm so used to that. Coach Rowland played for Sachse. He graduated what year? 2014. And that was a undefeated year, I believe, right?
Yes, it was.
Tell me a little bit about that team, because you had some special players on the team.
Man, 4 players from that team played in the NFL, 18 of them played college football, first complete season in Sachse history, first district championship in Sachse history. That group of guys also won the first playoff game in Sachse history as sophomores in 2011. So we had a lot of fun, and those are still some of my closest friends.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you. Good luck tonight.
Hey, ask him if he beat Logan Bonner. Ask him if he beat Logan Bonner.
Did you beat Logan Bonner? That's what he's asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We didn't lose to Raleigh while
He wanted me. Yeah, they didn't lose to Raleigh when you was here. So
you've got it.
Like to do. We'll see you at halftime.
You got it,
All
JP.
right.
Thanks for joining us here. We're doing here a little bit as that's JP as he is getting things ready to go with us here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. It is the pregame show, kind of a little bit, and we are getting set. They're going to be doing the national anthem here soon. We're also going to do a dedication to a young lady who got hurt, one of the cheerleaders, and it was a real sad story. But they're going to do something here. We're going to work through that, though, as far as that is concerned. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you.
Great. I'm looking forward to this. And, yeah, you had mentioned the unfortunate accident by the Prosper cheerleader. And, you know, it's actually hitting close to home. It's actually happened twice now within a year. I don't know if you knew, but a year ago, another cheerleader was practicing in her backyard and did a backflip. And her name's McKella.
Wow.
I don't remember her last name, but very popular, but same thing. She got injured and she's been paralyzed ever since. And I follow her on Instagram, and I just keep watching to see if she can fight through it and be on her feet here soon.
Got it. Very well. And that's a thing that we're doing Friday Night Lights. It's pretty exciting, but at the same time, there are other things that, that are part of everything, and we want to make sure that we're a part of it. They're going to hit the national anthem here fairly quickly, but talk a little bit really quick, Bill, about the Prosper Eagles. We know about this football team, especially the defensive side of the ball, the way they held down Trinity down to only 14 points.
Absolutely, and I will tell you, this Prosper team is very balanced. Especially on the offense. They're very disciplined. They only have one penalty. First game of the season, they only have one penalty. You don't see that often. First game's usually where a lot of the mistakes happen, a lot of the errors happen, and penalties are usually high. But one penalty for 5 yards that whole game, that shows you it's a very well-coached, very disciplined team. So we're going to see that with this team. And we don't, we can't afford mistakes. We can't afford to have some penalties like we did last week. We've got to be able to play most flawless game tonight.
Definitely. So here we are. They're getting set for the national anthem. You want to go over just a few things there, Bill. Talk a little bit about that, the starting lineup. We got the starting lineup right there up on that page right there. On the top are the expected starters. He's got that paperwork. Let's talk a little bit about where we're going to expect as far as the starters are concerned.
Well, are you talking for Sachse?
For the Sachse Mustangs, correct?
Yeah, Sachse. It looks like we're going to be starting off with Grayson King again. He struggled a little bit last week. You can't, have to really give up or set him down after just one game. Obviously, one game is it's a filling out of this of the season for them. So they're going to start with Grayson King again. We know we'll see Gutierrez again in the game as we're right now. It's going to be a two-headed monster, and let's see how we can focus on. Once we get in district, obviously it's going to change. One big change tonight is that we're not going to have Akana in the game as he got banged up a little bit last week. So I think they're going to sit him out. He could play tonight, but they're going to sit him out, let him get some of those bumps and bruises out of the way. So I think our big focus tonight is going to be on R.C. Reeves. He'll be taking a big load of the running.
Definitely. Okay, so they're still going up there, and then on the wide receivers, we got 4 guys. It's normally they're having a two-sided split there as far as that's concerned. Number 1, Cortland Scott, also number 5, Khalid Lockett, as well as number 7, Jack Creel, and then Austin Phillips on the other side, the son of our sideline reporter. So hopefully he'll be able to get a couple snags out of the air.
Well, and they really didn't get many in open looks last week, so we're hoping we can get that receiving core going tonight and get that passing game moving. As last week we 90% of our offense was on the ground, so we really got to open up on, especially on a team like Prosper. We've got to be able to have some balance on through the air and on the ground. So hopefully we can be calling those names out a little bit more tonight with some more receptions and yards.
Yeah, and we take a look at the offensive line that's going to be starting. Number 76, Zach Moore is going to be there. Brady Payne, number 64. Number 56, Austin Smith. Number 65, Kenny Wynn, as well as number 50, Major Heiser. That's going to be your offensive line starters here tonight. And that offensive line had a little bit of a problem, but maybe they can put it together. But it's just the difference from one week to the next, and then since they played at regular speed, then they can make the adjustments.
Well, and it was feast or famine last week because on the run side of it, they were opening up those holes. They made some great holes and great blocking on it. But on the offensive side, or on the receiving side of it, in the pass rush, they really struggled, especially on the backside. So really want to see some, hopefully they, I'm sure they did. They watched some film last week, seeing what they can do different. And you're going to get another great defense that they're going to have to go up against.
All right, so we're getting some good news. We have good sound, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Of course, we spent an hour. Thank you, DC Dennis Clark, helping us out on the sound check before we got going. I appreciate that. That being said, of course, as the Sachse Mustangs 0-1, Prosper 1-0, these are outside of district games. We talked about some injuries. We talked about some things. We got some guys that could play tonight as far as it's concerned in emergency cases. One of them, of course, you talked about Akana. He's going to be kind of sitting out there banged up. Also, number 95, Creasy, also, as well as Brumbaugh. They're going to be kind of sitting there. They're kind of banged up. They could play if they absolutely needed it, but they got some good seconds out here.
And you know what? And there's a lot of season left. I mean, this was game 1. So if they're banged up, sit them. Sit them for a game.
Absolutely.
Once again, it's non-district. Give some other guys a chance to get out there and get on the field, especially against a premier team like the Prosper Eagles. So, you know what? That'd be wise to go ahead and sit them. I don't really see a reason that they would need to do it unless it was at the end of the game in a tight situation they felt like they really needed. But other than that, I think it'd be a great opportunity to give them some time and get them a little freshened up for next week.
Not to look forward. They're not looking forward, but we will here in the booth. Next week it's Lakeview Centennial, and that's going to be the Patriots, and we're going to be right back here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. I'm not sure if we're the visitor or the home. It's really irrelevant. We're here at this nice stadium here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Watch out. They took the loss last week as well in their first out-of-district game as well.
Well, and actually, no, they won last week. They lost last night.
They
lost 10-9 last night. Really, it was a defensive battle, so they really struggled on the offensive side. But Lakeview Centennial always has a good competitive team. I know, especially when we were calling for the other team here in the district, there was always some barn burns with that
Absolutely.
team. You just never knew what you were going to get from Lakeview Centennial. So it's definitely going to be a great way to start the district here.
Actually, and I'll take this picture down. I've had it up there for a while, and we'll bring us back in here. Also, just let everybody know, we got Big Red, Butch Wesson. He's above us behind you. You can't see him. How you doing, Butch?
Doing great.
Glad to see. Glad that you're here and
Glad
ready to
to
go.
be-
What are you expecting tonight?
Oh, it's going to be a close one.
Big fight going on.
Big fight.
Big fight. So that's Big Red. He's going to be taking in that. We didn't get an opportunity to get him up on the board, but we'll have him learn the board, and then we got him at the board op. He's going to be the guy that runs the board when we're doing this. But tonight I'll be handling it. Have they come out yet? We were going to get Coach, but we couldn't get Coach up there on the preseason. And they're getting ready to bring the guys out for the introductions. There they go. Here come the Prosper Eagles. They are in their green and white, the white jerseys, green pants, and the green helmets. I dig their logo. It's kind of cool. That's all we want to. That's all what we want to give them as a prop. Their logo's cool.
Well, you know what? They're a good team, so we're going to
absolutely
give them some more props. But yeah. You know, it's a great program down there. You know, they're one of the top teams here in the Metroplex and also in the top 25 in the state. So we know we've got a tough road ahead of us. I think it's going to be all about clock control and game control.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch the passing game. Wasn't a big part of the game last week as Rizard threw for 172 yards, a touchdown. But what was key in that is the 3 interceptions to see if we can take advantage of it. If the ball's in the air, we'll see if those DBs can maybe pick one out of the air.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing we saw from the quarterback for Prosper last week is that he did struggle as he had 3 interceptions in that game. So what we learned from that is you give him pressure, and he's going to start throwing off his back heel, and that gives us an opportunity to take 1 or 2 out of the air.
Absolutely, and that's going to be something that we'll keep a track of as far as that is concerned. They're getting ready to do it. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff here as they're doing the coin toss out there. We need to find out who won. Have they flipped it yet?
It looks like Sachse won, and they're going to defer to the second half.
And that's a good thing. So we're going to see really quickly how the Prosper Eagles are going to go and how the defense reacts immediately. I'm sure everybody watched film on everybody, so it will be interesting to see how this game ends up starting. So there you go. The Sachse Mustangs will go ahead and defer to the second half. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. When we come back, it's going to get ready for kickoff right here, coming to you live from Homer B. Johnson Stadium. We'll take that quick break and we'll hear from everybody on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors. The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com. At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett. All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we are set and we're getting ready for kickoff. So they had a nice little thing out for the cheerleader that was hurt last time. So here we go. Here comes the kickoff. Right to left on your internet radio dial. Here comes the Eagles, and it's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So. Oh no, they actually got the ball bounced up really high in the
That was a
air.
wonderful kick by Sachse. And the ball went along the sideline, never went out of bounds, and Sachse was able to recover that, and they get the ball.
It sure looked like it was going right out of bounds, and the replay is actually showing that's exactly what happened. So here we go. Sachse starts off first down and 10. Ball is located on the 27-yard line, and Skylar Chester was the one that recovered the ball. There's the quick handoff and went to Reeves, and not lost one on that one as far as that is concerned. And they're looking to the side here really quick as far as that is concerned. Don't have the number, do we? We got the roster last minute. All right, so here comes second down as three wide receivers are going to be on the right-hand side, one at the bottom of your screen if you're watching over on YouTube and or Facebook. Reeves is going to be off to the left, and yes, at the quarterback position is going to be King. So King is in shotgun, waiting on the snap. 6 seconds left to go. There's the snap. He's looking to the right. Puts the ball in the air. Caught at the 15-yard line. Breaks a tackle. Gonna get in. Touchdown! Sachse Mustang. How about that? Second play of the game as he put that pass over on the right-hand side, and it was number 5 on the cover. Rich on the coverage. Who caught the ball?
That was Lockett for number 5 for Sachse.
Oh, and Lockett caught it. So thank you very much. So Lockett with his first touchdown of the season, first passing for King. So excited about that. And they bring on the kicking unit. And the bad snap kick goes up, and guess what? It goes downtown, I think. Are they downtown?
Actually, they stopped the play before because it looked like there was movement from Prosper, and he was unabated to the kicker. So for safety, they stopped the play before the kick went off.
Got it. So hopefully, I turned my mic up a little bit, and so hopefully that's all set. They're going to redo that. So see how they put it. So here comes the call. Well, it's offside.
Yeah. But they called the play. Normally, I guess they did run the play. So they went ahead and ran the play,
Yep.
So they just declined that penalty.
Yeah, they declined the penalty. So that being said, there's a breakout on the football field. That means there's a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We will be right up here as soon as we can. You'll hear from
Fit Body Boot Camp located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse.
Welcome back into the Couch Potato Sports Show. Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio, as we are here, and we'll bring this down so I can see Bill a little bit better. There we go. All right, there you Here's the kickoff again for Sachse. This one's going to go up. The ball's going to be handled at the 12-yard line. Coming around the corner. Big hit there on the other side there for J.J. Hunt. And but still got out to about what? Looks about the 23-yard line, right, Bill?
It's actually the 27-yard line.
Okay, very good. 27-yard line as we get set for the first drive for the Prosper Eagles. Now, this will be interesting to see what ends up happening as they move forward here. And where is my Prosper set? I don't have anything around here. But there, that's the stats. I had the setup. We'll find it here really quick. But it's going to be Rozier at quarterback position. And it's only because I know who it was. And I got to find my stats. All right, pass ball caught. Oh no, incomplete. Ball's on the other side for the other side, and I lost my roster there. So Minez on the coverage for.
Actually, Jimenez was on the breakup.
All right,
Yeah.
so there we go. So we'll go this way. I had this someplace. I just gotta find it. So all right, so here we go. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball's on the 27-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. Or on the Eagles. So I thought I had written them out. I might have left those at home. We'll find out. So here we go. All right, so Rozier looking to the right-hand side, now to the left. Here comes the man in motion. Here comes on jet sweep. There's a hole, but it's covered really quick. A couple of Mustangs up on top of that. And let's see what we got going here. Yes. All right, so they placed the ball. They put him out on the 33-yard line, so it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Eagles. And I know what I did on it very well. So we'll just set this over here, and we'll find those here in just a moment. All right, so that brings up 4th down. So they
It's actually 3rd down. Sorry.
well, there we go. They just switched it. So it's 3rd down and 4.
For years, you've been looking at that scoreboard.
I got to stop it. Here comes the rollout. Passes. Uh-oh, wide open field. Gonna have to push him out of the bounds or bring him down, and they weren't able to do so, as it looks like Wells was unable to bring him down early when he first hit him. Now he takes it down. Where'd they put that ball there, Bill?
They're going to put it on the 12-yard line. And it was just a simple screen to the outside, and Amici Oakley tried to cut off that screen, and it's one of those, if you miss it, then he's got free green.
Rayner on the reception for the Eagles. Here comes 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Hand off. first down at the 2-yard line. Clock ticking, 9:41, Sachse up 7-0 early. Too far, one near for the Eagles. Rozier waiting for the snap, a little high snap. He goes ahead, play action, overthrew the intended receiver in the end zone there, Bill.
Yeah, it looked like there was miscommunication with the receivers for Prosper. As soon as that play was over, they both looked at each other and like, okay, who was supposed to go in, who was supposed to go out?
Someone should have that. So that being said, it looks like we'll see what they draw up here as they still are in that same scheme right there. As they have number 7 hanging out on the side. Rainer, he's normally the quarterback, but here number 10 is the quarterback here. Rozier, pass in the corner. Good. Oh, they're going to call pass interference as on the interference was Wells.
Yeah, and it looks like he was it's a good call. He was all over him as he was trying to get into the end zone. It was actually a pretty good pass into the end zone, but it looks like he just had him a little too early there.
So they'll get that, and they'll take that and get an automatic first down. They'll bring the ball half of the distance to the goal from where it is, put it up to the 2.5. So what? Going into the stream. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, rock and roll. We are back. What happened here? Big pass down. All right, so what happened here?
Well, there was a Prosper went to kick the field goal. It was a block. I'm sorry, not a block field goal, but it was a fumbled snap. Kicker tried to pick it up, run it. He was actually tackled around the 24-yard line, and Sachse took over the ball. Right now, they are on a 3rd and 19 due to a holding call. So that was just a long pass from King that was incomplete.
All right, 3rd and 19. Ball's on their own 15-yard line. Back pass is King. He's looking for a screen. Instead, he goes over the middle. Ball caught by Reeves, and he's only getting about 2 or 3 yards there, probably 2. It's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to bring on the kicking, and I don't know, kicking here. Okay, so they're going to bring on a new kicker, which is good. And for the kicking, I didn't write down the number. Hold on one second. Number 11 on their regular. Help me out there, Bill.
He's not, yeah. I don't see him listed as well.
Here we go. Sachse, number 11 on there is King. Wait, King. King's kicking it. Oh, he had to get it off quick, and it went straight up in the air, and the ball's going to be fair caught at the 37-yard line. Interesting. So McClendon on the fair catch, and they're going to have good field position. We're going to hang out here. We're not going to go to commercial. As Bill was watching everything as far as that is concerned, you know, we've seen Sachse. They're holding off Prosper right now, which I don't know if anybody expected. The defense is swarming really good. This will be a test right here as the ball is on the 37-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs.
Just environment of the sideline for Sachse, you can just see the excitement. Just there's just
Dennis,
a lot
can
of
you hear anything?
definitely pumped up. It's a whole different atmosphere from last week.
All right, Rosari back in the shotgun. They go ahead, they hand the ball off. Yep, around the corner, trying to move around out there. Number 13, that was Sanders. And on the stop for the Mustangs was Cheyenne. So a gain of 2 on the running play there. It kind of broke up there towards the end. They didn't know where they were going.
10-4.
So that brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Prosper Eagles on the 35-yard line of the Sachse Mustang. This is going to be a big-time play here. See if they can hold them and get them into 3rd down. Man in motion for the Eagles. Brazier, big pass on the other side. It breaks the tackle, but getting them down. Good up on top of it as Summers was there on the reception, and there were like 3 out there, Foley as well as Lacey on the stop as he almost snuck and got around the tackle.
Well, the key word you said, Sonny, is tackle, missed tackle, broken tackle.
Yep.
You got to really wrap up that first time around and get him, because if they had tackled him, the first guy tackled him, there would have been no positive yardage.
So that brings up 3rd down 6. Big 3rd down. Let's see what the Sachse Mustang defense can do right now. So 2 near, 1 far for the Eagles. Man in motion, moving around. Rozier waiting on the snap. He gets it. Play action, pass over the middle, overthrew the intended receiver, brought up 4th down. So they're in no man's land. Do they bring on the kicking team, or do they go for the for the first down? It's 4th and 6.
Well, it's like they're bringing the punting team. I thought they kind of like you had said that they were in no man's land, where you really couldn't punt, or you're too far to take a field goal to pin them back. But they're going to go ahead and punt and see if they can pin Sachse back, as Sachse right now has nobody back.
Nobody back, and what I'm thinking is they're not even believing the fake. They're thinking it's a fake because there is no one back, 0 back. So we'll see what happens. They're going to go ahead. They're going to kick it. There's no one back there, and it's a low drive, and it's going to go into the end zone. So that's a good thing for the Sachse Mustangs. Okay, it looks like we're all set and ready to go. Thanks. We got right through the little bit of the problem. Quick breakout on the football field. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network.
Being taken for a ride? Check out.
Wait, what's going on? Okay, well, we didn't go to commercial. Looks like Sachse's going right away, so they go ahead and hand it off to Reeves, and Reeves is going to get about 2, as on the step number 6 on the other side. That was who is that? That was Dew.
Adam Dew.
Adam Dew on the stop. The gain of 2 for Sachse as Reeves was trying to break off a guy behind him, and he got him by the shoelaces back there.
Yeah, and Duke came around from the back end and was able to catch up to Reeves and bring him down.
We're off again? What? Oh, okay. Back off my mic. All right, very good. Thank you. Very good. All right, so, all right. 3rd down and 8. 4:19 left to go here in the first quarter. So now let's see what they do here as they are on their own 22-yard line. Clock is stopped right now at 4:19. Here's the snap. Going on the other side. Pass on the far side. Incomplete. And by the way, it was number 16 that was on the at the quarterback position for the Sachse Mustangs. Who is number 16? Because we don't have him written down.
That's Brendan George.
Brendan George was at the quarterback position. So we're getting a lot of movement here at the quarterback position.
Yeah, Brendan George is a 5'10 junior. First time we're seeing action from him this season.
And King is going to be in for the kick. So that's where the switching back and forth of these quarterbacks are going. Right now, Sachse still in the lead with 4:14, but they do need to punt the ball. And who is that out there as far as the Prosper Eagles are concerned? Ball kicked up, and he went off the side of the foot and went out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Nope, they're going to put it at the 49-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10. All right, so they're going to have a quick set here. We're going to do a quick break. We'll be right back.
Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Here comes 1st down for the Eagles. Pass on the far side. It's caught on the other side. As far as the Prosper Eagles, the ball was caught there by number 24. There is no number. Hamry. So we got Hamry, and then Bronston brought him down. So Hamry with the reception for the Eagles. That was a gain of 6 there. Was it number 24? Yeah. It could have been 29 on the coverage there. All right, so 2nd down and 4 for the Prosper Eagles. 3 near, 1 far. High snap brought down, though. Run right up the middle. And big stop number 44. Yep, or 45. Brown on the stop. So Emery on the rush there. And Brown stopping there. So that brings up 3rd down and 2. This is a big play here, Bill. If they can stop them yet again, the defense for Sachse holding on. 2 near, 1 far. Back in the shotgun there.
Yeah, and I think this is a 4-down territory right here because it's 3rd and 2.
Yep, so Rizar and the shotgun waiting on the snap. They go ahead, they hand it off, and boy, hit immediately as, was it? We're going to try to get the number that hit that right away. We thought it was Chester right away, but I think it was number 30. DeVault. Do we even have him on our list here? No, I don't have. I have him as Skylar Chester, number 34.
No, it's Sean DeVault.
Sean DeVault. All right,
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, he had quite a big game last week. He had 5 total tackles. So he's definitely making a presence out there.
All right, so here we go. 4th down. They bring on the kicking unit. 2 back for the Sachse Mustangs. They go ahead, and this one is a line drive, and they're going to fair catch it. Fair caught the ball at about the 9-yard line. Thank you, Bill. It looks like we got different numbers going from different places. All right, so quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right back.
Bullet Training Center. We are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer fields.
Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
Here comes King on second down. We missed first down. Ball caught by Chester, and he didn't get very far as everybody was there. Number 2 on the other side. That was McClendon on the stop. Get a little help from his friends out there, too.
Yeah, these receivers, we got to get them to start blocking. As once Scott was able to get that reception, he had 2 runners in front of him, or 2 receivers blocking, and neither one of them made a block.
It was Scott on the reception. That brings up third down now. First down was a sack, so they lost 4 on that sack. So let's see what they plan up here. 1:04 left to go. Sachse in the lead. Here they're going to go deep. Puts the ball up in there. They're going to fight for it. Ball caught at the 40-yard line. They'll put it at the 39-yard line. And on this catch there was Lockett. And what a play there as they just put that one almost up for grabs, but it was far enough.
Well, yeah, and that was really what that was. Is he put that ball up as number 19, Mongaris, was defending, and there's probably about a 6-inch difference between the two of them.
All right, so there's going to be a false start there for the Sachse Mustangs there on first down, as it was Scott who popped off the line. No, not Lockett, who made that catch, popped off. So they'll back him up 5 yards on the false start.
When you make a call like that, you want to get back out there and make another play.
That's what he wanted.
You were just a little anxious to get back out there.
So first and 15, ball's on their own 35-yard line, 39 seconds left to go. They go ahead and hand it off right up the middle. Reeves, wow, he got caught. He got that 5 back, and Dew was on the stop, and the way he tackled him, it looked a little weird.
Yeah, and you know what? If he gets past Dew, he had a little bit more field in front of him without being touched.
All right, so that said, here we go. It's second down for the Sachse Mustangs. Yep, and there we go. So we're getting it, and watch out. And the clock is running down to 10 seconds. That's what you're pointing at. And they're going to take a timeout. Yep, so they're going to take a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Why are they doing that?
It's end of the quarter.
Oh, it is the end of the quarter. I thought they took the timeout. All right, so I'm a little slow on the uptake here, guys. All right, so that being said, quick break out on the football field. We'll take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll hear from that. Hey, don't we look nice? Don't we look nice? That's for K West Designs right there. Our shirts, we're looking good right here.
Look so great on our broadcast. Check out K West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or designed or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K West Designs.
Did he say me or Bill? Okay. All right. It's just me. I'll turn it down there, and I'll hit that one. Hopefully it don't go down too much. We are back here as we are hot on the wire, so that's what we're told. Here it comes. Second down and 10. Ball right up the middle. Reeves not getting very much. It's going to bring up third down as he was tackled there by Johnson as well as McClendon. So that will bring up now third down. 3rd and 8. Ball is on their own, let's see here, own 41. Let's see what they draw up here. They need a big-time play. They need to get 8 yards. Let's see if they can do it. 3 far, 1 near. Here we go. Ball snap. King. Ball caught at the 49-yard line, but it's like right at the first down yard marker. I don't think, are they going to?
No, they're calling him incomplete. They're saying that he juggled it. I don't see. I mean, we had a clear view of it.
I thought he caught it.
He caught it. The only issue is that he didn't get down to the first marker, but they're going to call that incomplete.
Yep, incomplete, and so they're going to bring on the kicking unit, and King is going to be handling the kicking duties. So, let's see here. All right, so we got running and got that. All right, very good. Say that again, Butch. I didn't hear you.
Garland High School 13, Berkner 7.
There we go. All right, kicked by King. Oh, he gets a nice one. It's going to roll. Let's see. It's picked up at the 10-yard line. Go around the corner, pushed out of bounds. And on the picking up the kick was McClendon. On the stop there was Brown for the Sachse Mustangs. And I'll tell you right now, that was a nice kick, the way that it ended up hitting the ground, then rolling.
Well, and give some credit to Carson McClendon on the fielder of the kick. He could have let that go, and Sachse would have probably downed that inside the 5. He actually trailed that ball, was able to get a good hop and be able to get it and pick it up and rush it out to the 24-yard line.
All right, so we got perfect from D.C. Dennis Clark. Thank you, D.C., watching for that. All right, so here we go. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Rozier is going to be back in shotgun. He's looking things over too far. Everybody else crunched at the line. Fake handoff, pass over the middle. Ball caught at the 38-yard line, trying to go around the corner. Look at the yards after the catch. Big time there for the Prosper Eagles. Summers on the reception for the Eagles, and on the other side was Jimenez on the tackle. All right, so first and 10 for the Prosper Eagles. It's still 7-0 as we are in the second quarter. 11 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the first half. Too near and nobody on the far side as they're bunched on that line as far as that is concerned. Here's Rozier. He gets the snap, looking over to the right-hand side. It's caught again. Same Summers. Summers fighting and pushed out of bounds. And on the stop for their Sachse Mustangs, number 23 was Lacey. Thank you, Bill. We're kind of all over the place. We got double work. I like this. We're going to set second down and 4 for the Eagles. Ball's on the 37-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs.
Well, it looks like Prosper's here is just getting a nice little rhythm, get some short passes, and then it'll take one across the field for a long one. And so they're kind of mixing up well with that passing game.
Here's the snap for the Eagles. They hand it off, pushing up the middle. And it looks like Sanders was rushing the ball, so a lot of Mustangs were there, but Lacey on the stop mainly for the Mustangs. It brings up 3rd and 1 for the big time play here. If they could keep them in 3rd down and stop them on 3rd down, we'll see what happens. Here goes Rozier. Oh, no flag. There should have been. They're going to go free play. Yep, free play. And the ball's caught at the 3-yard line, and they get another flag on the other side. They were initially offside. They gave them the 3 play, and then they went down the far side, and Summers with a nice catch at the 3-yard line.
Well, great awareness by Harrison Rozier as he knew that he had a free play with that flag down.
Yep.
So he went down the field and was able to throw a strike down to Hunter Summers.
So that is a big time play.
He didn't catch it.
They're saying he didn't catch it?
What are you saying?
2 fouls on the play.
No, they're going to decline one of them, is what that was. That's the one they're going to decline, was the offsides. They'll get the one that puts them down at the 2-yard line, half the distance to the goal. They'll put it on the 3-yard line.
They count as receptions. Prosper declined both penalties, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3rd.
Yeah, because they couldn't get any yards anyway with the penalty. It's being close down there. So here they go. Razar gets the snap. He's going to roll the other way. Now he's looking to pass. He does. Easy touchdown for the Eagles. On the reception there was number 8? Yep, number 8. It was Hinshaw with the reception for the Prosper Eagles. He had a catch for 23 yards last week. He gets the touchdown here tonight.
Well, and Hinshaw makes the most out of his receptions, as every time he gets thrown the ball, it's for a touchdown.
Yep.
As he lined up in the slot, and all he did was find that goalpost, and all he does is his job is run to the post and make yourself open.
Here comes the kick, and it's up and it's good. So we got a tie game here. 9:46 left to go here in the first half. With a breakout on the football field means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll be right
Rich's
back.
Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else.
Sports Show. I'd like to thank Rich. Rich saved me about $1,000 because he's just an honest guy. As my Cadillac converter got stolen out of my car, cannot believe it. I started the car. I thought it was gonna kaboom out there. It sounded like it was gonna kaboom anyway. And I drove it for 9 miles to get it to Rich's place, and he fixed it right on up. Saved me a lot. I love that guy. He just became my best friend.
Well, I know where I'm going to go. If
there you go.
My Cadillac converter goes missing.
Boom. And he fixed it in an hour. In an hour, he had it done. So, all right, here comes the kick now for Prosper. They're kicking off from the 40-yard line, going right to left on your internet radio dial. Ball goes up in the air. It's going to be handled right at the 10-yard line. Oh, ball's on the ground. They're going to have to pick that up. And will he run it all? He's not going to get anything. See, he was unable to. He wanted to run before he had the ball in his hand. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to get anything after he picked the ball up out there. And Mangras. Is that what it is?
Mangaris.
Mangars on the stop for the Eagles.
Bo Mangaris.
They got their Eagle mascot over there in uniform over there. So, all right, so here comes Sachse. First down and 10. They're on their own 10, about 15-yard line. Quick pass here, ball caught, and wow, big-time hits out there. I'll tell you right now, that was Cortland Scott on the reception. He got popped there by Dew. And he popped them pretty hard, and they're going right to the line. Who's the quarterback out there? Number 16.
That's correct. We got number 16, Brendan George back out there.
Brendan George back out at the quarterback position. It's got one in the backfield. Here comes the man in motion for Sachse. They go ahead and hand it off to Reeves, and Reeves going to put to the left-hand side. Maybe a gain of 2. It just depends on where they spot the ball as the clock is continuing to run. 9:02 left to go in the second quarter, due on the stop for the Eagles, and it brings that 3rd down and 7. Ball's on the 18-yard line.
And ever since that first drive, Sachse just has not been able to get that offensive going. One thing that was our strength last week was that rushing game, and we just haven't been able to get it going so far this week.
All right, so Daniel rushing in for the offensive line. See what he can do. Here comes the snap. Quick pass. Oh, just off to the left. Just out of the reach on the other side. Lockett was the intended receiver there. He just got a little bit excited there and threw the ball too early.
Yeah, he just had a little bit too much velocity on it and threw that out of bounds.
So that will bring up 4th down for the Sachse Mustangs. As we get set here, yes, I have forgotten. I forgot to do the first down. I'm going to put Butch in charge of that here at the next time here, show him how to do it, and get him squared away. But back for the Eagles is number 5. It's Richardson going to handle the receiving, and that is King that's going to kick the ball. So waiting on the snap up, they delay a game, so they'll back them up 5 yards there, Bill. What happened there? What happened? Didn't you tell them it was they needed to snap the ball? Yeah, you missed it. So that'll back them up 5. I don't know why they weren't able to get set for that one to kick it. That just gives them 5 more yards of stuff to go. So let's see what happens here on the kick, as King has been kind of having a hard time with the kicking unit. So here we go. Hit almost blocked, but he got it off. If ball goes up real high, it's going to take all right, it's going to, wow! He grabbed the ball. It was Richardson. He almost got popped and leveled. He got lucky not to get nailed. It was Brunswick on the stop.
Well, and that's a risky play.
Yeah, it was.
That ball hit, and then it gave him a good bounce, but he had a couple of defenders right around him.
All right, so that brings up now 1st down for the Sachse Mustangs. It's tied, really a good competitive game. We're seeing some inconsistencies coming from the Mustangs, and we're still getting the same inconsistencies coming from the Eagles.
Yeah, it's 7-7 with 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Sachse's only had 2 first downs this whole game, as one was on that first possession, and the second one was there on that second possession. So they really struggled with offense tonight.
All right, so that is good. Yeah. All right, so there's a timeout up on the field. All right, so with the timeout on the field, that means there's going to be a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll take the quick break here, and when we come back, we'll see what the Sachse Mustangs can do to hold them off. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs
Sachse Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was open to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Mondays. So check us out at the Ice House, located at 6501 Highway 78 in Sachse, or give us a call at 469-304-1550, or check us out on the web at SachseIcehouse.com. Go Mustangs!
Show and your coverage of the Sachse Mustangs. Here comes first down and 10 on the 47-yard line of the Mustangs. Here come the Eagles. Swing pass, ball caught, and the breaking tackles around. On the reception there was Richardson, and George brought him down kind of from behind, didn't he, Bill?
Yeah, he did. There's a lot of defenders there. We do got a flag on the play, so it looks like we're going to get a hold in against Prosper.
All right, so a yellow hanky flew, and there we go. We're on a roll. Got that? Yeah. wait, you forgot your flag, so that's going to back them up 5.
Holding. Offense number 1. 10 yards to the spot of the foul. Still second down.
Wow, so big holding play, and that's interesting. How is that?
Are you asking because it's not a full 10 yards from the?
Yeah. Oh, from
because
the
it's the
that's
spot
right.
of the foul.
From the spot of the foul.
The hold was downfield a little bit, so it's not. It's only going to make it a 1st and 16, unlike a 1st and 20.
Oh no, they're going to make it now. They're moving it up a yard, so it's going to be 1st and 15. So he just moved it. All right, so 1st and 15, ball on the Eagles' 47-yard line. As they got too far, too near, split. Back passes Razier. He's looking around. He's got plenty of time. Wide open on the other side. Ball caught, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. On the reception there was Reiner, and George again on the stop. We're calling his name a lot here tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a good hustle by George to get
It
across
was.
the field to tackle it. But what you don't want is you don't want to have a lot of your tackles coming from the secondary.
That was just a crossing pattern there by the Eagles, and they took full advantage of it and got many yards. 7:41 left to go. Game is tied at 7. First down and 10 for the Eagles on the Mustangs 36. Too far, and everybody's crunched up on the line, a little bit behind. They're going to hand it off. Yes, that pushing up the middle, number 13.
Ball's
that
out.
was Sander. Ball's on the ground. Let's find out who ended up with it. Waiting for it. So Sachse ended up with the ball. Fumble recovery right there for the Sachse Mustangs, and boy, did they need that right now, and it was a fillet on the recovery. So how about that? Good to see that move.
And that's what Sachse needs to do. They got to take advantage of that. They've got to get that momentum back, as they started losing some of that momentum with their early start. So here's your opportunity to get the momentum back. Take advantage of the turnovers.
So here's first down, 3 near, 1 far. 3 on the right-hand side in the quarterback position again for the Sachse Mustangs is number 16. And I just don't have him on here.
Yeah, that's Brendan George.
George. And he's playing defense, too. He gets the snap. He finds a hole. He's going to push it out. Oh, he was demolished after he gained about 3 there by the Eagles. Just clobbered him. So number 99 on the stop for the Prosper Eagles. That was Bish on the stop. So that brings up second down and 7, gain of 3. George is going to be back in shotgun, 3 near, 1 far.
Is that like fish with a B?
Bish, yeah, that's what it is, B-I-S-H. So play clock down to 12. They're making sure they get the right play. Second down and 7, ball on their own 36. Our Sachse Mustangs. Back to pass now. George is going to take off with the ball. Finds the open hole. Pushes it down. Gets the first down. And he's going to be put down at about, let's see where they're going to do it. All right, so they're going to put it on the 47. McClendon on the stop.
It looks like we got a flag. They're going to get a hold on Sachse here and bring them back.
Offense number 10. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
All right, so that's going to bring up, so they'll back it up. That's too bad. That was a big play. Maybe that's the reason why it was so wide open.
Well, and I think with the last couple plays with Brendan George running it, they've seen that, look, if the pocket collapses, there's a lot of green in front of him. If he can get outside that pocket and get up the field, he can make some good yardage.
All right, same formation, 3 near, 1 far. George rolling, looking. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Ball picked up by the Eagles. Are they saying incomplete? Wow, that looked like the ball just kind of slipped out of his hands after he got hit. So they're going to call that incomplete. That was a lucky bounce for the Sachse Mustangs.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Prosper sideline, and they're really not causing us fuss about it. So maybe
it was
down on the field looks a little bit more of a pass.
Just showed the replay. His hand was going forward. So that brings up 3rd down and 16 for the Mustangs. Same formation, 3 near, 1 far, 3 on the right-hand side. Here, one kind of faking the motion. Back to pass to George. A lot of green by pass, ball caught right in the middle. Good catch there by Lockett on the stop. McClendon again. We're seeing a lot of him, his speed, catching up with wide receivers, but it wasn't enough for a first down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think because of the distance, their goal was to make it reasonable so that way they get a good punting situation. And so now, they're going to be punting from the 38-yard line instead of punting from the 25-yard line. So it definitely gives them a little bit more space here.
So now Sachse still tied. 5:50 left to go. Here comes King. He gets the kickoff. Ball going to go high and spinning, and it's caught at the 34-yard line. So that's where they'll start that drive. On the catch there on the kick was number 18. That was Thornton. And so it's that timeout. They're going to go full timeout. So is what's going to happen. So a full timeout out on the football field means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs Radio Network. We'll be right back.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Guys, the commercial didn't go off. There was a quick pass. It was a slant across the field there. It was Summers for the Eagles, and he broke a tackle and moved in, went in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and it was just a simple across the middle, and he was able to get that and separate the defenders and go right to the end zone.
So they bring on the kicking unit, 13-7. There's still 5:29 left to go here in the second quarter. They bring on the kicking unit there. It's going to be Kennedy with the kicking duties, and it is good. So it's 14-7 in favor of Prosper. Quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right back.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com.
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Thanks for everybody for tuning in as we are set here. 5:29 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 14-7 in favor of Prosper as we get ready here for kickoff. So letting us know Scott and Corbett back. And they're going ahead to kick a short. I think it's going to be Cortland with the catch. We're going to bring it down to the 20. Now breaking to the 25 and caught from behind. He's going to go down at the 32-yard line. I'm not sure who that was. Billett on the stop there as he got him by the shoelaces there, Bill.
Yeah, and he had an early hole right up the middle of the field and some good blocking by the receiving team, but Billett was able to catch him from behind.
So let's see what the Mustangs came together here on first down as they got two wide receiver split on each side. Is that King? That's King at the quarterback position. High snap, bringing it down. Hand out to Reeves. Reeves moving over to the right-hand side. And he's going to pick up about 2 or 3, and it was Lemons on the stop for the Eagles. Didn't get much there, Bill.
No. Like I said, the offense has just been really struggling tonight. They just can't find a rhythm. Hopefully they can put it together and start opening up some holes like we saw last week.
Yeah, 22 rushes last week, 159 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Reeves last week. So let's see what they put together here. And man in motion for the Mustangs. Back to pass. King, oh, wow, almost threw in a lot of traffic. Ball intended for number 1, mark that, Scott, and bill it again on this coverage there for the Eagles. And, boy, he threw a bullet right in there. If he had it a little bit lower, he would have been able to bring that in, but it was a little high.
Well, and Grayson King is definitely getting some pressure as coming through that line was Laird Hansen Felter as he came really between the center and the guard and was pretty much untouched.
Clock at 4:45. Eagles up 14-7 over the Mustangs. 3 on the left-hand side, 1 on the far. They go ahead, hand it off, and Reeves, he's just clobbered in the backfield. That fooled absolutely nobody as it was McClendon again. I mean, every tackle going to be McClendon? Because he's having a big night
tonight.
Well,
you got to remember, they have 2 McClendons. They have number 2, Carson McClendon, and then they have 38, Jonah McClendon.
Yeah, but Joey is the one that's doing most of the work for that side.
Well, so. and as you speak, Carson McClendon is back to receive the punt.
Yep, and 4th down, so that brings on the kicking unit. So the kick is up in the air, and it's going to be handled there about the 41-yard line, so the Eagles are going to get started there on the other side, and it was McCown as well as Hunt on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. So now let's see what they draw up here for the Eagles. This here is a vital stop. You do not want to get 2 touchdowns behind this Eagles football team, so it's now to tighten the belt on the defensive side of the ball.
This is kind of like a math equation now. You want to stay within 1 score going into the second half because Sachse comes out with the ball. So if you can stop them here with 4 minutes left and keep it a 1-possession game going into the second half, you can come out, score, and you can be right back in this game.
All right, so that being said, it's time for the Eagles. Let's see what they do here. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. They got 2 in the backfield, and it's a play-action fake. Ball caught right at the 45-yard line to Sachse. Well, finally brought down at the 40 is a big catch there for the Prosper wide receiver Henshaw, and Lacey on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. They had to catch him.
Well, and it's that same crossing pass over the middle. I think Sachse either needs to adjust, drop a linebacker back in coverage because it's right across the middle. They keep hitting them.
Clock running, 3:45 left to go in the second quarter. Here come the Eagles. You get the snap. They hand it off, right up, pushing in the middle, and he's getting a lot of yards. No one's able to bring him down. Montaigne and Talley stopped him, but not before he got another first down. So he just kept chugging the legs and pushing right through the defense.
Yeah, and Prosper right now, they're really feeling a rhythm with their offense, both running and passing the ball. So this is where Sachse needs to really buckle down and slow them up.
So here comes 1st down and 10. Ball's on the 29-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. Rozier back to pass, and right behind them, they miscommunication as on the far side there was going to the end zone was number 4, or mark that's number 1, Summers, and he was going to the end zone. He was just going on a go route.
Yeah, I think definitely a miscommunication between him and the quarterback, unless Summers saw something with the defender that had him going towards the end zone.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down for the Eagles. Ball's on the 29-yard line of the Mustangs. Let's see if they can stop them on this drive. This is a big drive. Here we go. Handing off. No, Rozier with play action. He's going to roll to the far side of the field, trying to find the open man on that crossing pattern. Ball falls incomplete, or they're going to say he caught it at the 10-yard line. Boy, oh boy, if you could throw a yellow hanky or a red hanky, that was Summers on the reception, and he caught it to where anybody. Here's the replay out there. Let's see if the ball's on the ground. They're slowing it down. Wow, that's close.
Well,
I'm not even.
I'm looking at it. It looks like he did.
I think
he pinned that ball up against his helmet as he's hitting the ground. I think that's why they called it complete.
So here we go. First down and goal from the 4-yard line. Mark that. That is about the 8-yard line. Looking at the board. You got to stop doing that. Play clock down to 5 as they got 2 on the far side, 2 on the near side. Maybe we'll get a delay of game. Nope, here's the snap. Back to Pax's Rosier. Pass over the middle. There it is. It's just that crossing pattern right there again. And they're going to have a hard time holding down Summers because that was just a simple go and then slant right in, easy touchdown.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It was one of those, like I mentioned before, find the goalpost and just take a route across the middle, and that's what he did. And Summers, we've been calling his name all night long, as he's just causing havoc there in the secondary.
Only 2 catches for 28 yards last week. So here's the kick, and it goes up, and it's good. So that means they spread their lead to 14. Quick breakout on the football field means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. You're listening and watching the coverage of the Sachse Mustangs and the 2022 Sachse Mustangs. We'll be right back.
Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcasts? Check out K West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or designed or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K West Designs.
All right, we're getting set for kickoff here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as my wife's checking in. Wife's checking in. Good to see her. Yeah.
Hi, wife.
Hi, wife. Is the kickoff here as the Mustangs down 2 touchdowns, 21-7, 2:24 left to go. Here's the kick, and it's high. And fielding it right there. This time he catches it. Now he's got time to move. Here goes to the 20-25, pushes it up to the 30-yard line. So the Mustangs start at the 30-yard line. So 17, opportunity here on the stop. De La Garza on the stop. Yeah, there we go. So good to see the wife checking in. Appreciate that. So 2:19 left to go here. Halftime, we're going to go over, we're going to take a look at the next 2 opponents for the Sachse Mustang as they go into district, as of course Lakeview Centennial and the Eagles. They hand the ball off to Reeves here on first down. He's just chugging and chugging and chugging right there, Bill. He's going to pick up about 6 yards there as, let's see, where are they going to play? Well, no. The ball was a little bit further. They're only going to give him 4. Henshaw on the stop as well as McClendon. So it's going to be, well, they only gave him 3. So that brings up second down for the Sachse Mustangs. As they got 3 near, 1 far, they handed to Reeves again, trying to find a hole on that left-hand side. Losing the helmet out there on the tackle for the Eagles. Number 6, it was due, so he's got to grab it, and he's got to go out of the game. I just learned that from you last week. If you lose your helmet, you have to go off of the field for 1 play. But instead, what they're going to do is they're going to take a timeout on the football field. So with the timeout on the football field, that means there's a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. You're listening to coverage for the Sachse Mustangs. We'll be right back.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Again, we're going to go in halftime. We'll take a look at what's going on with Lakeview Centennial. Understand that when we did the halftime show, we did not know of the record of Lakeview, so remember that. So here we go. 3rd down and 5 for the Sachse Mustangs. as the man in motion. Dude was able to come back in. Here's the fade pass, looking for the ball. Oh, almost brought it in, was Lockett. Out the coverage out there, a lot of them. Number 2 for the Prosper Eagles, McClendon, as well as number 16, and that was Monte. Monte's working up that defense. That brings up 4th down for the Sachse Mustangs.
And Lockett will tell you that he should have had that, as he's got that height, reach, and distance I told you about earlier, about 6 inches to these defenders, and he went up and got that. He had his hands on it. I think he'll tell you that he should have had that.
Absolutely. The slow snap, and King had to get it off really quick. He doesn't get much. Let's see if, nope, nothing in the world. The big rabbit, and they're going to put it at midfield, and number 24 for the almost did it. Sachse Mustangs.
Well, and I will tell you on that punt, Sachse actually got a break there because as the snap came in low, King went down to get it. In high school, if your knee is down, you're down. And
wow.
It looked very much so like his knee was down when he caught that ball.
So Reeves on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. See, this is a bad time. 1:29 left to go. This is the Sachse Mustangs cannot allow the Eagles to score here right before halftime. So that being said, of course, here's 1st down for the Eagles. Too far, too near, too split in reality. One in the backfield. Razier back to pass. He's got a little screen pass just out of the reach of the intended receiver on the other side, Monte. And on the coverage for the Sachse Mustangs was number 23, Kyler Lacey. So that said, that brings up now a 2nd down for the Mustangs. Mark that for the Eagles. Ball's, well, on the 49-yard line. I almost looked at that. That says the 50-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Too far. They're going to hand it off. No. Quick pass. And it's backward. It goes out of bounds. He threw the ball backward, and it went incomplete and rolled out of bounds. That's where they got to place that ball because no one caught it, and that is a big-time loss and a good time for that to happen for the Sachse Mustangs.
You're absolutely right. That's considered a lateral as it went backwards, and that ball rolled out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So this is something that I almost said it too. Yeah. That Sachse can really use here, as now it's going to be 3rd down and about 22.
3rd down for the Eagles. And are they going to call timeout? Looks like they're trying to call timeout. Yep. So it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the football field. No. Nope, they're not. They're winding the clock.
Yeah, I think they're discussing the location of the ball. Oh, let's see what referee Scott Davis has to say.
Yeah, and the clock's not running, so it's a good thing. They're not losing time. That's still, with it being 3rd down and 23, if they can stop them, maybe there's an opportunity for the Sachse Mustangs to put something together. But here you do. At the end of this right now, the way they have not been playing, you run a risk if you go deep down the field if they're not able to complete the pass. And so it's going to be real interesting. There's Coach. He's yelling, well, kind of letting the ref know a little bit, that something needs to be done. So here comes the ref. He's going to run up to the other side.
Yeah. The referee, Scott Davis, is now over on the Prosper sideline talking to their head coach. So not sure what the discussion's about, as it was very clear that it was a lateral, but I'm almost certain that has something to do with the time, because as he was talking to Coach Behrens, he was looking up at the scoreboard.
Absolutely. So, and he was pointing at the scoreboard too. And so I think that's what they want to talk about. Here it comes with the announcement from the referee. Who's reffing out there? Who's the head referee?
Head ref is Scott Davis.
Scott Davis did some indoor football.
About stop the clock. Under 2 minutes, by rule, that's a 10-second runoff. Please reset the clock to 109.
All right, so there it is. There's the explanation. Under 2 minutes, there's a 10-second runoff. So that takes it to 109. Man, they probably should have kept that 10 seconds.
I don't understand why that's what the runoff is for. It wasn't a penalty. Usually on a 10-second runoff, it's usually because of a penalty or a turnover, and it wasn't either.
It was a lateral, so maybe that's some rule that they got. So here they go, 3rd down and 23. Oh, look at that. He got a lot of it back. Gain of about 10 yards. Simpson on the stop as running right up the middle there for the Prosper Eagles was Monte. And boy, oh boy, that's not going to be it. That brings down 4th down and 12. Clock is continuing to run. 48 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Well,
Substitutions coming in for the Mustangs.
And I think Sachse was prepared for the pass on that, and so they left the middle of the field wide open, and he was able to get right up the field to get a lot of that yardage back. I don't think they were looking to get a first down. I think their goal was to run as much clock as what they're doing right now.
Wonder if we're going to get JP up in the booth here at halftime. We'll find out if he's going to come up in the booth. Again, halftime, we'll take a look at it. But yep, all right, so a timeout on the football field. We're going to – all right, all right, very well. So that being said, quick breakout on the football field. We'll see. How about Wesson General Contractors will be
General Contracting Incorporated. We're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience. So roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
Big discussion with my daughter last night at her game. She goes,
that's part of
it's part of the color card. Right. And I'm like, no, color guard comes out and carries the flag, and then we do national anthem.
We're back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Color guard? I don't know. We maybe we just don't know what it is anymore.
Maybe it's just us old.
Who's
souls.
back for those Sachse Mustangs out there? I cannot see any numbers. 23 seconds left to go.
7 or 1.
What happened to the clock?
Creel and
Number 1 and number 7.
All right.
We got
Creel and
Cortland Scott and Creel back for the punt.
Creel's off to the right, Scott's off to the left, and you get, oh wow, here comes the roller. Hits the Eagles in the back, so they get the ball where it hit him in the back, and that'll be about the 30-yard line. So it hit one of the guys going down the field, the tackle.
That was almost dangerous for Prosper, as that was a low snap, and the kicker was able to get it up off the turf and be able to kick that. And he quick kicked it because he figured on a rush and never got that ball over 4 yards off the ground.
All right, so I don't think we're going to see very much here. I think they're just going to take a knee and run this thing out in the first half. I don't say, but no, they're lined up like they're going to do something. 3 near, 1 far. Here's a quick catch. Out Summers with the reception, and he's clobbered from behind by the Eagles, and that will run out the rest of it. On the coverage there was Dew. Man, he's been hitting hard tonight. Dew has been hitting real hard.
Oh, he's been hitting hard, knocking off his helmet. He's been doing everything out there.
All right, so that being said, guys, we're going to take the quick break here, and then we're going to go into our halftime show. Quick break out on the football field. Again, we're going to talk about the Lakeview Centennial Patriots and the game after that. It will be the Rowlett Eagles. Quick break, and we'll go into halftime.
Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
And welcome back into the halftime show here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as the Sachse Mustangs right now are taking on the Prosper Eagles. That being said, let's take a look at what is going on as far as the standings and who got the victory in week number 1 in the District 9-6A standings. And right now on top, South Garland got the victory in week number 1. Wiley got the victory in week number 1. Wiley East also got their victory in week number 1. The rest of this actual district, unfortunately, fell in week number 1, including Garland, as Naaman Forest, North Garland, and Sachse, and the teams that the Sachse Mustangs are facing next week, the Lakeview Centennial Patriots, and the week after, the Rowlett Eagles. They also did not get a victory in week number 1. So only 3 teams get out of district victories in week number 1. So that being said, what happened to the Lakeview Centennial Patriots, the team that the Sachse Mustangs take up on next week? Well, they got a pretty good game going on. They lost to the Frisco Memorial Warriors only by 2 points, 30-28. And let's take a look at what ended up happening in that game, as we saw the Lakeview Centennial Patriots 17 first downs. As far as Frisco, they only had 16, so they were right there. But the difference in this one were total yards in reality. When you look at the Lakeview Centennial Patriots, 458 yards compared to the Frisco Memorial. They only had 313 total yards. So looking at what the Patriots did, 246 yards in the air as they went 18-29, averaging almost 9 yards per pass. On the other side, Frisco Memorial, for that 313 yards, 199 yards of that were passing, 13-28, averaging only 7.1. So we've seen the difference, the passing coming from the Lakeview Centennial Patriots in that one. Now, the rushing game was really working for the Lakeview Centennial Patriots. 1,212 yards compared to Frisco's 114 yards. So when you looked at the whole thing, it was 26 rushing attempts for Lakeview Centennial, averaging 8.15 a clip. That is huge, guys. Let me tell you something. And Frisco Memorial, the only 114 yards rushing, 33 attempts, only 3.45 yards per attempt. So that is huge when you've seen and you have an idea of what you can look at as far as the rushing and the passing game. They seem very well balanced, at least in week number 1. So we'll take a look at how that looks in the pregame show next week and see how they did in that one. So what happened on the other side as far as rushing is concerned? Again, 212 yards for Sachse. As far as Frisco was concerned, 114 yards, 26 attempts of rushing for the Lakeview Centennial Patriots. So really well balanced between the passing and rushing game, as there were 29 attempts for the passing and 26 for rushing. That is huge. So we see what's going to be coming. So you're going to have to defend both of them really well, especially if they stay within that same kind of ratio, throwing the passing. Now, Frisco Memorial, 114 yards, 33 rushing attempts, only 3.4 yards per attempt. So now the penalties were big in this game, especially for Lakeview. They got penalized 11 times for 63 yards. On the other side, though, Frisco Memorial, they were flagged 7 times for 66 yards. So more penalties for the Patriots and less yards, as Frisco Memorial had less but more yards as far as the penalties were concerned. Lakeview Centennial probably could have ended up getting a victory in this game, but there were 2 big turnovers in that game, as there were 2 fumbles that were lost as far as that's concerned. But on the other side, as far as Frisco is concerned, they had 4, but they did not lose it on the fumbles. So those were huge. So what are the Sachse Mustangs going to be looking at Jonathan Hester at the quarterback position. He was 18-29 for 246 yards and 4 touchdowns. As far as the rushing game, it was Jack Dustin, 9 rushes, 79 yards. Kalen Montgomery, he had 1 rush, but he ripped it off for 44 yards. Jonathan Hester, the quarterback, 13 rushes, 41 yards. So you're going to have to watch out for Hester maybe in the rushing game. We'll see how he does this week as well. So that also said, as far as the passing is concerned, Julius Spencer, 7 receptions, 147 yards and 21 yards. 2 touchdowns, though. Kalen Montgomery, 6 receptions, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns as well. Jack Dustin, 3 catches, 10 yards. Jonathan Whittle, 2 catches, 4 yards. So we'll see what ends up happening as far as this is concerned and see how much of a shakeup they have this week compared to the next week when the Lakeview Centennial Patriots take on the Sachse Mustangs. So that being said, we're going to take a quick break here on the halftime show, and when we come back, we'll see how Rowlett fared against the Plano East Panthers here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll be right back.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Rich's Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else. Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcasts? Check out K West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or designed or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5855. That's 469-601-5856. K West Designs.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show, coming to you live from Homer B. Johnson Stadium, as we are at halftime, as the Prosper Eagles are up 21-7. Right now, we'll turn that noise down. That's good. That's gonna be loud. Hey, good to see you, JP. How's the things going?
Good to see you. I'm a little toasty down there.
Is it a little come and hang out with us?
Yeah, the AC feels good. It's nice and humid down there on the field. It's a good time to just take a little break, right?
Definitely, and sometimes you do need to get that break to get going and going down. But hey, let's talk about the first drive. Two play drive and getting in for a touchdown. And frankly, what we saw, unfortunately, in the second half, toward the end of it, where they went up and got into the point where they're 14 points up on top of us right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Coach came up to me and whispered in my ear as we walked by, "Watch for the onside."
Got it, yes, and that was sweet.
Well executed, right, and recovered by Skylar Chester. So, exciting start to the game.
Yeah,
have no doubt we get the ball back in the second half. Have no doubt. There you go. You trying to show my beard?
Yeah. How much longer? I gotta get a beard. I gotta get a shot of it before you leave.
Yeah. So, it was. There seems to be a good spirit, a lot better than last week down there on the sidelines.
Got it.
Everybody's pretty upbeat for the most part. Couple of penalties here and there.
Yes.
That we got to watch. A couple of holding calls, and I think we're still in this. Everybody doubted Sachse. 21-7 at half is not a bad.
No.
Is not a bad score at halftime.
And plus, they get the ball coming out at halftime, so that's really good. Tackling is an issue. There's no question. We've seen it here, and it's usually yards after the first contact is where they're getting a lot of yards up on top of it.
Well, and I tell you, we're down Prosper Okana. He's not playing this week. He's got a shoulder injury. We're hoping to have him back next week. And I tell you, I'm impressed with what Brendan George is doing coming in here. This is a first varsity start to come in against a team like Prosper is a little nerve-wracking, and he hasn't really shown those nerves.
No, not at all. He's looked really good, and he's following blocking. You see him when he's running. He's following blockers for the open holes, and also putting the ball in the air is really kind of good. And really a sophomore. Junior.
Yeah,
a junior coming in this game right now. The Prosper Eagles want depending on who you read or who you believe, one of the better teams in the state here in Texas.
I think they're ranked at 11 in the
11
state right now.
Actually 14. I saw 14. That was Campbell on his page. I think it was 14.
Yeah. Well, we're excited. We've got some good support on the sidelines. We've actually got an NFL player down there on the sidelines with us tonight.
Who is that?
Mr. Divine Ozigbo.
Zigbo is out there.
He's down there. He's all the way down there playing catch, actually.
Ravens, right?
Down there playing catch. No, he's actually he just got signed to the practice squad at the Broncos. So he said it was kind of funny. He walked by and we were talking for a minute, and he said it almost feels like back home. The colors,
nice.
He's enjoying it. He's kind of bounced around the league a little bit. He was with the Saints. He was with the Patriots.
Got it.
I'm not sure if my brother-in-law up in New England's watching, but hi, Casey. Patriots.
Give you a look.
Yeah. And so he's been around the league for a little while. 2 years at Jacksonville. He graduated here in about, I believe, 17. And really, really great guy. He's down there. Actually, it's kind of funny.
We called his name a lot. When we were doing the other team, we called his name a lot. I remember that because we were having a hard time getting his name right.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things. So, and it's nice to see, former Sachse Mustangs out there doing what they're doing in the NFL. So it's kind of exciting. Other guys that are out there, I know you know them off the top of your head. Some other names out there.
Yeah. So we've got Devin Duvernay, who's over at the Ravens.
That's who I was thinking of, Duvernay.
Pro Bowler last year.
His brother's cousin is Kyler Murray, plays for the Arizona Cardinals. They exchanged jerseys last week. That's kind of cool.
Yep, that's his cousin. A really good lineage of football players there. We got Jared Maiden, who's on the he's on the practice squad right
Alabama,
now.
Right? He was in
Alabama, and now he's played at the 49ers originally, and now he's over at the I said it before, the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, the ones that make you still can root for him.
Yeah, I'm going to root for him. But we've got a lot of good things going with Sachse right now, and it's funny to watch them down there because, you never get away from football. Divine and Nate, the trainer, are down there throwing the football back and forth right now. You know, I love the way we started the game with the tribute to the cheerleaders. It was a great, you know, I mean, they've had some unfortunate situations with their cheerleaders over at Prosper.
Yeah,
and we're praying for Haley.
Yeah, and the young lady on the in the wheelchair. I'm telling you, I'm getting old. That brought tears to my eyes. It was crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Just seeing her face down there and how excited she was, and the rest of the team. It
gave
me the chills.
You could see it. She was really excited. You know, that was that was a touching moment, and that's what it is. Just because you're playing, you know, a team, you know, that you want to win the game, of course, but there's also other aspects to football. Friday Night Lights are not just the players that are out on the football field. It's the folks that support them, whether it's the cheerleaders, family members, and things of that sort.
I wish you could have been out there to hear the fans and the cheering back.
We heard it. We heard it in here, and we also have the mic from the crowd working, so that was really cool, and that was exciting. So next week, go into district. You got Lakeview Centennial Patriots. We just talked about that on the halftime show. You know, and watching them, they're 1-1 out on the season now. So interesting how that will play out. We'll be right here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium for that.
Yeah. I just passed by their coaches. They were actually loading the elevator, heading downstairs. So you know, maybe they won't watch the second half. We'll pull out all those.
Maybe they'll just leave
in the second half. But no, we're excited to roll into district. I have no doubt. You know, we again, I said this last week. We play some really tough teams in non-district. Rolling in with Coppell last week, and I think we could have hung better with Coppell. We had a few errors that happened that could have put us right back in the game. Tonight's game, I'm not ruling this one out yet.
I'm not either, because if they can somehow find the big momentum they had on that first drive and bring it back, and with the combination of the excitement of having the ball in the third quarter, I think that can change the whole tone of this game and the momentum as well.
Yeah, you know, I got to call out a couple of names that I saw in the first half that we didn't see last week. That was encouraging. At linebacker, Johnny Chien. I think we've heard that name a couple of times, number 43. Great linebacker out there. We've got a couple of defensive end, offensive linemen that were out tonight. Cooper Creasy, as well as Jake Brumbaugh are both out of the game tonight with injuries. And you know, I'll tell you what, they're doing great with what they've got. Chad and Amici look pretty good. Down there. You know, I think we've got to tighten some things up. Coaches, as always, are down there circling up.
Yeah, and they have to step up, and they know it, and that's kind of cool. And that's the culture that just because you might be number 2 or number 3 on the depth chart means that doesn't mean anything, because when you're on the field, you're number 1. So you got to make your play. So that comes from coaching too as well. And I can see the excitement in the younger players that are stepping in here tonight.
Yeah, very exciting. Like I said, we roll into Lakeview next week, Rowlett the following week, which we look forward to taking on both those teams. I think that we. I'm not going to make any predictions now, but I'm going to say that we're going to be strong in district. We're
Absolutely, I think you are too.
Mm-hmm.
Different caliber of competition as well, and playing these type of games are definitely going to help them out through district.
Yeah. So that's about. I mean, that's really the update. I mean, I'm excited about the second half. I think we'll continue to give this. They were expecting to come in here and just roll over Sachse.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
that defense, actually, that defense is showing up. Even though there's 21 points out on the board, that defense is showing up. If they show up the tackling, I think they'll be in much better shape. So,
yeah.
JP, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Where did the Eagle Eye run?
The Eagle Eye, I'm sure there he is. He's hanging out. So
you know, he didn't go too far.
Yeah, and don't go anywhere. We want to grab a picture since we're all in our stuff and ready to go. So what we'll do, guys, we're going to continue on into the halftime show. This is part 2. This is the Rowlett Eagles. We'll roll to it right now. Welcome back into the Couch Potato Sports Show and the halftime show of your Sachse Mustangs as they're taking on the Prosper Eagles. Now, in 2 weeks, the Sachse Mustangs take on yet another Eagle team. That's right, the Rowlett Eagles. And last week, the Eagles did not get the victory as they took on the Plano East Panthers. But this game was at home over
at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. So Rowlett, really, as far as this game was concerned in the first frame, they went off on Plano East as they outscored them in the first frame 14-0. But that's what the Panthers do. They come back. And in the second quarter, they came back strong as they outscored the Eagles 17-7. In the third quarters, it was neck and neck as they both scored touchdowns, but one missed the field goal, and that one was the Rowlett Eagles. They went to a 7-6 score in the third frame. And then in the fourth quarter, the Panthers stretched their legs to get the victory as they scored a touchdown to take the lead and get the victory 31-27. So when you take a look at what happened in this game, as far as Rowlett is concerned, 18 first downs. That was it. 18 first downs when you compare it to what happened with Plano East as they got 30 first downs in that game. So total yards for the Rowlett Eagles, 360 yards as Plano East just rolled it as they total yards 562 yards. So Rowlett, what did they do in the air? 227 yards throughout the air, 17-37 as well. And Plano East, 303 passing yards, 31 of 43. So Plano East average around 7 yards per attempt in the air, and the Rowlett Eagles 6.1. So interceptions also thrown for the Rowlett Eagles. There was an interception in that game. So rushing, what happened with rushing as the Plano East took on the Plano East Panthers took on the Rowlett Eagles? Well, Plano East rushed for 259 yards on the ground. So that was huge compared to the Rowlett Eagles, only 133 yards on 24 attempts. 35 attempts as far as Plano East was concerned. So you seen where they were having a lot of success, but they also threw the ball a lot. So it was all over the place, rushing and passing for the Plano East Panthers as they averaged 7.4 yards on the ground compared to the Rowlett Eagles 5.5 on the ground. So that was huge too. Penalties were a factor in this game as Plano East had 11 penalties for 91 yards and the Rowlett Eagles, they had 10 penalties for 76 yards, but it's the turnovers. That was huge. The one turnover on the interception that was out there. So that being said, what are we going to see when the Rowlett comes? Well, at least in week number one, Harris Boyd at the quarterback position went 17-37, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He also rushed the football 6 times for 76 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Caw, he was 14-15. I marked that. Devontae Crow, 14-59, 14 rushes for 59 yards and a touchdown. Trey Long, 1 rush, 1 yard. And so you can see that now in the passing game. Corey Kirkling, 9 receptions, 141 yards and a touchdown. James Okolo, 6 receptions, 78 yards and a touchdown. Larea, 1 catch, 8 yards. And Trey Long got a catch, but he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. So the Rowlett Eagles, they take a 4-point loss against the Plano East Panthers in week number 1. We'll see how they fared in week number 2 on the pregame show, not next week, but the week after that, when we see where they are from week 1 to week number 4 or week number 4. Got to remember, week 4 against the Rowlett Eagles. So that's what we've seen so far. We've seen what happened within the district. So that was what the story is. So we'll see what happens. So when we come back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show, we're going to bring in the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna as he's going to take a look at the stats of the first half, and then we'll kind of analyze what we think the Sachse Mustangs have to do in this game to either stay in it or move forward. We'll do that when we come back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll be right back. Okay, done. Sachse Ice. Rich's Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else.
In the game, with 266 of that coming from the air, as Sachse has done a really good job on the rushing side, as they've only given up 16 total rushing yards on 14 attempts. Harrison Rosar, he's had 12 receptions out of 18 attempts for 3 touchdowns and the whole 266 total passing yards. Trevor Montaigne, he's had 7 attempts for 27 yards. Stephen Richardson has 2 attempts for 10 yards. Pretend Sanders has 3 attempts for 7 yards. Rosar has 1 attempt for -12, and Josh Kennedy has 1 for -16 on that botched field goal attempt.
Yep.
On the receiving side, it's been the Hunter Summers game, as he's already had 7 receptions for 167 yards.
Gotta stop that guy.
And for 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's a full game stat, but he's got that at halftime.
Yep.
Braden Reimer has 2 receptions for 72 yards. Dylan Hinshaw has 2 receptions for 21 yards and a touchdown. And Javon Henry has 1 reception for 6 yards. And this is something we talked about in the pregame show, is that Rosar definitely spreads that ball around, as last week he had 13 completions to a total of 8 receivers.
Crazy.
Where so far this game, he's already had 4 receivers involved during his 12 receptions. So he definitely knows how to get that ball around.
And Bill, don't forget about that one fumble recovery from Kamichi.
Who's talking? Who's talking? Did you put the... I need the microphone. In the fumble recovery. Yes, that happened. And which, by the way, I wish we would have been able to work something with that as well. You got to take advantage of turnovers when you get it, especially if you're playing Prosper.
Yeah, absolutely. So we gave that ball right back on three plays.
Now.
So we definitely got to take advantage of those opportunities that they do give us, because with a team like Prosper, you got to take advantage of anything that they can give you.
All right, so the Sachse Mustangs are going to get the ball first. We'll find out who is back for them here in just a moment, as they have not hit the field. It is 21-7 as we get ready to start the third quarter. Make sure you check out the pregame show next week, brought to you by the Bullet Experience. Check them out as the beautiful facility, 8900 Princeton Road in Route X. So who's back? So we got number 13. All right, so hey, easy enough, as we got Cunningham, number 13, and Scott is going to be back. Well, nope. Cunningham's going to come back in. Who's that out there? They can't decide who's going to be. It looks like that is Calkins, number 20. Oh, he's going to be up. So it's going to be number 32. 32 for the Sachse Mustangs. That will be returning is Hunt, as well as Scott. Hunt will be on the far side, and Scott will be on the near. They bring on the kicking unit here, and it's going to be Kennedy handling the kicking duties for the Eagles of Prosper. Here comes the kickoff. And the ball's up in the air, and it's going to be going into the end zone. It's not going to be able to be returned. So the Prosper Eagles will go on defense as the Sachse Mustangs will start their first drive. This is key. We have to find out what they do, and I think it is imperative for them to stay in this game, to even if they don't score, but at least be able to move the ball in a good way here on this first drive.
And absolutely move that ball, but you do want to take advantage of getting the ball first or the second half. Get that ball in the end zone and bring it back down to a one-possession game.
I can't tell if that's George or if that is – yes, it's George. You're going to hand it off. Reeves is going to get wrapped up. Maybe a gain of 2 out there as the Prosper Eagles. They swarmed on that, more than one out there, but the guy that really stopped him was Perkins and they just went right to the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. There was no hole there. And as JP mentioned during halftime, there's a couple of second-string offensive line playing tonight, so they really got their work cut out for them.
Definitely. So here comes 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs as they look over to the side to get a new play. 3 near, 1 far. So 3 out to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. Here comes snap here. They come on the corner on the blitz. Taking off is George. He finds a hole. He's going to push it down. He's going to gain about 6 there as he went down at about the 31-yard line as he found the big hole, was able to move through and get some positive, but that does bring up a 3rd down now. So let's see what they're able to do here, because we would love to be able to see the first down and start. And like you said on many games before, it's all about just getting those short yards and to get the first down.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you don't see if you see that pocket closing up, you definitely take advantage of it.
All right, so it was a run to the left side. George was not able to get the first down. Johnson on the stop on the other side for the Eagles, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And are they going to? Yep, they're going to bring in the kicking unit. King's going to handle the kicking duties. And again, on the stop on the other side was Johnson as well. So lots of Eagles making their way. So unable to get to very far. 8 yards on the first drive coming out of the locker room in the 3rd quarter. So they go ahead and snap the ball. Here comes King. And then the Eagles have been able to get in there really quick. Ball hits the player. Let's see. He's able to pick it up it was McClendon where it hit him, and he had to grab it up really quick because there were a couple of Mustangs right there on the kick.
Well, and he was going to let that ball hit the ground. And as a return guy, if you're not going to catch that ball, you get away from that ball, and he didn't. And so when that ball bounced, it bounced off of him, and he had to go and scramble and get that ball.
On the kicking, both sides on the ends are getting to King on his kick, so he's not getting the time to be able to get a full kick in it. So, but here come the Eagles, 1st down and 10 on their own 41-yard line. Play action, fake. Pushing that up, mark that. There was a man in motion. They faked it to the man in motion and pushed it up into the middle on the side there. And for the Sachse Mustangs, it was Brumbaugh on the stop. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles.
Well, and Sachse done a really good job closing up that run game this week, as we saw those struggles in last week's game, for them to come out and really focus. I think on the secondary side, they really got to tighten up and close up the middle of the field, as that was wide open through the first half.
2nd down and 9 for the Prosper Eagles. 2 on the left-hand side for the wide receivers, 1 far, 2 in the backfield as back to pass. Looking at Razar moving around, finds the player on the ground, but I don't know if he caught it or what they're doing. Nope, they're saying incomplete as the wide receiver slipped out there. That was Summers, and he would have been able to stand up. He would have been at the first down marker.
Talk about some athleticism as he was sitting on his rear end right on the sideline. That ball came really low. He actually caught it, but while the ball was touching the sideline, so it was considered out of bounds. But it's just some amazing athleticism from Summers.
There's Butch there. I'll bring you back in there in a moment there, Butch. I saw you there. I didn't realize you snuck in. Here we go. 3rd down and 9. Split wide receiver stack. Back to pass. Rozier over the middle. Crossing pattern again. Ball caught. Pushing down the field on the other side is Henry, and they're going to take it down to the 15-yard line. And that crossing pattern is giving the Sachse Mustangs a hard time tonight. Lacey on the stop.
Well, that was actually defended pretty good by Lacey. along there. It just it was actually a great pass by Ramos to get it right there on the numbers in stride.
First down and 10. Ball on the 28 of the Mustangs. 2 wide receivers stacked on each side. On the far side there is Reiner as well as Summers. Here on the near side is number 12 Pennyhouse and 14 Henry. Rozier back to pack, swift pass on the outside. It's caught, and a couple of the Mustangs. Ball's on the ground? No, it's not on the ground. It looked like they were jarring for the ball, but that's going to bring up now second down for the Sachse Mustangs. And on the stop on the other side was Lacey as well as a Philly for the Mustangs. So second down and 7 for the Eagles. Where they're trying to decide where they're going to place this ball down. Lots of coaches still out on the field.
Well, it looks like we have an injury over on the far sideline. It looks like a Sachse player is down right now. To me, it looks like it's a cramp.
Got it. So there's a timeout on the football field is what's going on. So a timeout on the football field. That means we're going to take a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. You're listening and watching coverage of the Sachse Mustangs, at least here in the booth anyway. We'll be right back. I forget where he is. Yeah. So we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we are set here in the third quarter. 8:20 left to go. They're coming out of a timeout. So that being said, we'll see what is going to be drawn up here for second down and 7 for the Eagles. Ball's on the 14-yard line of the Mustangs, as they have 2 wide receivers split on each side. This time they're not stacked. Rozier's in the backfield. And the play action, back to pass, looking to the near side, the near side, and the ball falls incomplete. On the coverage on the other side for the Sachse Mustangs was number 8 on the coverage. That was Norberg. I don't know why I don't have 8 here, but I don't. But
that was a good rush by Ofili. That's Amici Ofili rushed on Ramos and made him get that ball a little bit earlier than he expected to.
All right, so here comes third down and 7. Ball on the 14-yard line. 2 near, 1 far. Play action. Nope. Oh, geez. Wow. Goodness gracious. Someone missed a huge assignment out there, as on the touchdown pass was Henry, and he was completely, no one was within 10 yards from him.
Well, it looks like there was a blitz from the outside by Ivory Chester, and that was actually who he was faced up on at the snap, and he just did a blitz, and nobody picked up the receiver after he blitzed.
So that's going to bring on the kicking unit for the kick. It goes up, and it is good. So the Prosper Eagles, they take a 28-7 lead over the Sachse Mustangs. So with a breakout on the football field, that means there's a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll be right back.
At Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset that take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show, 28-7, 7:58 left to go. Here's the kickoff, And it's going to go deep, and they're not going to be able to handle that one. It's going to take it out to the 35. So now, here we are, 21-point difference for the Sachse Mustangs. Now, this is where you start doing what Bill says. Hit those short yards. There's no need to go deep right now. You just need to find a couple of things that gives you success right now here,
Yeah,
Bill.
you're absolutely right. Dude, there's a lot of game left. As we're just barely 4 minutes into the third quarter, so no need to panic, no need to rush. Just the biggest thing is just to get some push and get some consistency.
King over the middle, over through the intended receiver out on the football field. He was well covered down there. However, that being said, of course, when you have what was that play was, if he would have brought that down, that could have been a nice play of a gain of about 15 yards.
Yeah, and that's the difference of two offenses. That's the exact same crossing over the middle that Prosper's been doing, but they've been hitting it.
So here comes second down for the Mustangs as they are on their own 25. I said 35. They're on their own 25-yard line. Sorry about that. Two near, one far, and one in the backfield. They give it to Reeves. Reeves going around the near side, bouncing off of a lot of the Prosper Eagles there, and on the stop on the other side was Perkins.
Well, and I know we've been calling Adam Dew a lot for Prosper, but this time Reeves actually just ran him over and just put him on his backside.
So that brings up third down now for the Sachse Mustangs. Two wide receiver split on each side. One in the backfield, of course, that's Reeves. Back to pass is King. He's looking to the far side. Oh, wide open. Oh, just missed him. And wide open on the other side for the Sachse Mustangs there was Austin Phillips. He had no one there. If the ball was in his hands, he could have got about 20 yards on that one.
At least. The defender fell down, and he was wide open, and King just missed him. If he hits him, he's going to be able to get that and go up the sideline on the Prosper side.
Definitely. So that brings up fourth down now for the Sachse Mustangs. They have to kick, and King got one off. This one will roll forward. Watch it as it was run. And picked up there by McClendon, and he's pushing it down. There's a yellow hanky in the back. That will come back, but he took it all the way down to the 27-yard line. They'll back that up 15 yards. But that's from the spot of the foul as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a block in the back on Prosper.
So block in the back, and they'll all depend on where it happened, where he was at the time.
Well,
but they'll probably take it about to midfield.
Well, the flag is on the 45-yard line of Prosper, so they'll probably do it from that. Oh, actually from the 40.
40. They just moved it. It was on the 45. They just moved it, and the question is it 15 yards from there, or is that where they're going to spot the ball?
No, it's they move it from that spot.
Wow, that was a great flag for the Sachse Mustangs. I'll tell you right now that we needed something, as the kick was really good in reality. That if they would have just got it where he caught it, which is about where it is.
Well, that's another punt return that was taken off the ground, off a hop. And a lot of times when you take a punt off the hop and return it, you're asking for trouble on a block in the back.
Razar back in the back. He hands the ball off to the right-hand side. Big hole, trying to tear him down. As rushing the ball there was number 13 for the Prosper Eagles, as we haven't seen him as Sanders, and then Chester on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. Here comes second down right away as they're getting ready to go. And two wide receivers split. They hand the ball off nowhere. Good pursuit on the running back, number 13. Again, Sanders was not able to get too far there. And on the stop on the other side was number 98, Walls, as well as Dufault? So it brings up now third down.
Well, that was a great pursuit by the front line there on the with the Sachse defense to hold them from getting that first down. So they actually lost a yard on that, which bring up a 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 now for the Eagles. They're on their own 38-yard line. Big third down play here. Back to pass, ball, and it's caught. And wide open, pushing down there's Reiner, and Reiner's just dancing the way around like a jigsaw and goes through. And I'll tell you, if he went to the right, he could have got more yards. That was a big-time gainer there.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. He went to the left and was able to get caught up to by Kyler Lacey to make that tackle. But if you're right, if he had gone to the right, he would have had a lot more ground, if not into the end zone.
5:50 left to go as the Eagles are driving on the Mustang. It's 28-7 right now. 5:43 left to go in the third quarter as they slowed the game down. And just as someone, my brother, lots of running in this game. But we'll see what happens here for the Eagles. 2 on the near side, and there's Rozier looking down the field, wide open again. And boy, if you're just going to leave Reiner over there, he's going to do it. Is that a touchdown or yep? So they give him the touchdown. He was right near the 1 yard line, but he was able to push it in. Reiner was just wide open. There are way too many wide open wide receivers here. But like you said in the pregame show, there were a lot of guys out there that they're throwing the football to.
Yeah, like I said, Ramos knows how to get that ball. Rozier knows how to get that ball out to different receivers and spread it out. But definitely those receivers are just setting up between the front guys and the secondary.
So the kick goes up, and it is good. So with 5:19 left to go, the Eagles extend the lead, 35-7. 5:19 here in the third. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com.
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as the Eagles getting set to kick this one off, and this one's going to go back through the end zone as he just line drive that one. No return for the Sachse Mustangs. So Sachse next week has Lakeview Centennial. They go into district play. 2 tough out-of-district games for them. Lots to learn during those games as well to get ready for Lakeview Centennial. Here comes first down for the Sachse Mustangs. As they get ready, they snap the ball. Ball passed down the field, laid it up, and ball's intercepted. It was just a bad pass. And he wants a flag is what he's looking for. He's saying someone got hit, but that was an interception, and I don't think King thinks that it should.
Well, the whole offensive line is complaining, why wasn't there an offsides, as they did go on a hard count, and they got Prosper to move, but I don't think they got them to move off sides. I think they did lift up out of their stance, but they never did move forward.
Yeah, or maybe got them onto the inside. So an interception right there at the 47-yard line of the Mustangs.
And that pass was almost like he was just trying to throw it away. It was just a duck that was thrown up in the air. But even after he threw it, he just stood there and looked official, like asking, "Why aren't you throwing a flag?" I mean, you got to play the play.
Absolutely, you got to play through the whole thing, and you got to be able to deliver the ball like it's a play that's going on too. You can't give up on the play by throwing the duck and you try to get lucky. So here come the Eagles, 5-10. They got the 35-7 lead. They're on the 47-yard line of the Mustangs around the corner, and they're going to have to bring them down. Number 14, Henry on the rush. About gain of about 5. Wells on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs as the clock continues to run here in this third quarter. Like to be able to see some action here from the Mustangs, but right now they're just not able to stop the offense of the Eagles. 2 far, 1 near for the Eagles. 2 are in the backfield. He put one of the motion balls on the ground there. We get a little lucky there. They take him back to midfield as it rolled back there, and on the stop there, trying to get the number. Yep, number 6. It was a Foley who kind of tackled, made Rozier pay a little bit for that one as well. Rozier.
Well, and I think what Prosper's is going to do is they're just going to start winding up that clock and
keep
that clock running with the 4 touchdown lead. And really having confidence on your defense to slow up that Sachse offense.
So here comes Rozier. Actually, he's back to pass, and he's going to get sacked from behind. Number 33 on the coverage. That was DeVault on the sack. So that was sweet. That was nice to see as the Sachse Mustangs push them back. It brings up fourth down. They're actually going to have to punt the ball.
Well, and that's something that Sachse needs to really utilize and take advantage of that opportunity as they've got Prosper out there kicking. So they've got to get that offense going. As you know, right now they have 107 total yards in this game. We knew Prosper had a good defense coming in.
Yes, we did. Here comes the snap. No rush from the Mustangs, and the ball's going to be fair caught at the 22-yard line. Kind of wonder why he did that instead of maybe looking at what was coming their way, because that ball was line drive. He had plenty of alleys that would have been not developed at that point, or would have been developed at that point.
Well, and I don't know if he was directed to do fair catch because as soon as that ball was kicked, he was already fair catching without even seeing what was setting up. And sometimes with a line drive, you do that because you see it's coming quicker than if that ball was up in the air.
So that gives the Mustangs first down and 10 on their own 22-yard line. Two wide receivers split on each side. And who's in there at the quarterback there?
That's Brendan George, huh?
That's George again. So George at the quarterback. Thank you, Bill. One in the backfield. And they actually direct snap it to the running back. I can't even see who that was. I don't think it was Reeves, so we'll find out who comes out from underneath that pile for the Sachse Mustangs.
No, that was George that ran that. That was a designed quarterback run.
Got it. So Billett on the stop and brings up second down for the Sachse Mustangs. So let's see what they draw up here on second down. Two wide receiver split again. High snap. This one given to Reeves. Reeves not getting anywhere. The high snap caused that one not to really work. And then on the other side, it was Norber on the
Norber
rush.
was actually on the carry. Absolutely.
Got it. So he didn't get much. Third down and 5 now for the Sachse Mustangs. So they need a first down. Clock continuing to run with 2:26 left to go here in the third quarter. 35-7. As 2 near, 1 far for the Sachse Mustangs. George gets the snap. No, that's not. Trying to figure out who that is because number 6 for the Sachse Mustangs is Ophile. So I can't see those. These are bad numbers. They're hard to see. Prosper on the stop was asking, did you see who was running that ball?
Yeah, that was George once again. That was a designed quarterback run as well.
Yeah, these numbers are really hard to see. I don't like it when they get that close. So hopefully the numbers will be a little bit better as the Sachse Mustangs are in their orange uniforms. And they bring on King for the kick. There it is again, man. They almost blocked it again. King got it off, and it's going to go roll out of bounds at the Eagles' 40-yard line. So King actually got a little bit of yardage on that one. But, man, they are just coming hot and heavy off of the corner for the kicks. So, minute and 37 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as I lost Big Red. I lost his camera. I always look at it. I seen him there, and I lost his camera here. So it's all good. So
Seattle Seahawks.
There you go. So first down for the Eagles as they get line. High snap ball on the ground, bounced up in his hand. He got the pass off. Holy smoke! And it's not caught. It's incomplete. Ball was intended there for Reiner, but the high snap ball hit the ground and came right back into his hands. That's when the ball just bounces everywhere where you want it to go.
Well, and that's when you're getting the bounces you need. As Amici Ophile was giving Rosar pressure again, so. He was able to concentrate, get that ball, and be able to get that pass off.
All right, so second down now for the Eagles. Ball on their own 39-yard line, waiting on the snap. They hand it off, right through the middle, finding the hole, pushing down big. And that was Sanders with the big rush. That was enough to get the first down. Now on the stop on the other side, it's Camden George this time. So back to the line real quick on first down. On first down. So They're just jumping right at it. They're not wasting any time, but I think they're gonna probably stick to the run again to take the time off of the clock, and to get the snap. No, back to pass. There he goes. Ball caught, and the reception there. Number 14 Henry, and the helmet flies off for the Mustangs, but tally on the stop. So number 44 lost his helmet. That was Camden George. He's going to come off for a play, and that's going to bring up now second down for the Eagles with the ball on the 44-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. Too far. One out on the right and one near. They hand the ball off around the corner. Look, they're getting a lot of yards. They're just chugging it away as number 13 Sanders there on the rush. He's got a lot of yards here tonight, brought down by Brown as well as George. So that is huge. Lots of yards on the ground. So let's see what they do here. They haven't stopped throwing the ball, which is what you would think, and they're going to go into a timeout. So there's a timeout on the football field. That means there's a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we get set here as the Eagles have the 35-7 lead with 28 seconds left to go here on a timeout. So timeout on the football field means timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcasts? Check out K West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or designed or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K West Designs.
Where's my phone? No wonder I can't find this right where it needs to be. Welcome back into the Couch Potato Sports Show. As we are set here, as 28 ticks left to go here in the third quarter, 35-7. Here come the Eagles on first down and 10. Balls on the 39-yard line of the Mustangs. Hand the ball off right up the middle. Boy, oh boy, if they don't stop Sanders, he's just running all over him. Camden George on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. That's all they're going to do. That's going to run it out there. So they'll take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as they're not going to get a play off here. So we'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs Radio Network.
Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
And we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. If you want to find our link, you got to find me or find someone who knows where the link is. But find me on Facebook. Also, check the Sachse Mustangs Twitter page. You can see that. It rolls it over to YouTube. We got a lot of places that you can find it for tonight's game. But it is 35-7 as we're going to start here the fourth quarter. So what do you do when you're down 35-7 in the fourth quarter? What goes on here, and what personnel do you think? I don't know. I think we're going to see some guys that don't play all the time here in this part.
Well, let's see how this fourth quarter starts off. But you got to keep playing hard. You can't stop.
So that the Eagles now start the fourth quarter here on first down. As they look over to the side, two wide receivers here on the right-hand side, one on the far side. A bad snap, but it goes right into Sanders' hands. How about that? The luck is just bouncing all over for them. And on the stop there is a Fele as well as Wells.
Well, yeah, here in the second half, the center to quarterback changes has been struggled all night. But once again, that ball went right through Rosar's hands and right into the running back's hands.
So that brings up, I hit the wrong button. That brings up third down. So hit the right button. And here's a pass on that yellow hanky out on the football field. Yep, yellow hanky out on the football field as. I'm
going to disagree with that. They're going to call offsides on Sachse, but it was actually the receiver that left early on that play. It was very clear here. And it was actually right in front of the official, which is David Larson. And the receiver left early.
So they're calling this on Sachse. So it's going to push the ball down to the 33-yard line and give them a first. Is that third down still? Or they're replaying third down. So that's what the situation is there. So replaying a third down, see if the Sachse Mustangs can stop them here on 3rd and 4. But they'll probably go on 4th down with them being so far ahead. Too far, one near as they snap. You hand it off. Nope, keeping it is Rosar. Rosar looking deep down the field on the crossing pattern. Darn near brought in a one-handed catch there. Number 12 for the Eagles. And that was Pennyhouse who almost brought that one in, and McCown on the coverage for the Sachse Mustangs.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. He almost brought that in with the one hand. That was actually good coverage by McCown, as Rosar really had to put that into a perfect spot to make that reception.
All right, so they're going to bring in the kicking unit. So it's going to be Kennedy who's going to handle the kicking duties. No one back for Sachse because if the ball goes into the end zone, they're just going to put it on the 25. So we'll see if they rush the punter or what the situation is. Nope, it doesn't look like they got a lot of pressure going. That zero pressure, zero. Here's the kick to the sideline. That's going to go out of bounds right at the 3-yard line. That was actually kind of pretty.
That was pretty. And my question is, if you don't put somebody back for return, you should be bringing a rush. You have 11 guys on their 9 guys.
Right.
You don't have to be a mathematician to know that the odds are on you if you can get some good pressure.
Absolutely. They had the line of scrimmage. That they had the 4 linebackers right there, and then they still had 2 on the outside that could have went back there. You're right. They should have went right there for the rush. But, hey, here come the men. And the Mustangs aren't playing. They are out they're all set and ready to go. They're going on 1st down. So here comes 1st down play, and he's going to be sacked for a safety. Wow. First of all, I don't even know why they went so far. So as Hanson Felter on the safety, why didn't it take time to go? Maybe they were trying to catch him not ready or something.
Well, I don't know, but that was actually Gutierrez's first snap of the night. And that's some real tough pressure to bring him into the game on your own 2-yard line.
3 Eagles there for the hit and unable to do anything. It was Gutierrez. So the safety will bring the score to 37-7, 30-point lead for the Eagles. And we just barely started the 4th quarter. There's still 11:03 left to go here in the 1st quarter. So breakout on the football field. We'll take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. After the safety, they'll kick it off from their own 20-yard line. The Mustangs put a full boot into this one, and they take it back to the 20-yard line, but lots of time as here it comes up on the side is Pennyhouse on the return. And then on the stop as Chester, as he brought him down right at around the 38-yard line. So this will be all dependent on, right at the 38-yard line.
Well, and that's a great coverage by Sachse on that kickoff. You're kicking from your 20-yard line, so you're already got your backs against the wall. So first of all, get a good kickoff, and then to have good coverage, and just to limit his return.
So now the Sachse Mustangs just trying to hold on without trying to score, and I don't see why they would pass the football. They want to probably take time off the clock, so they're going to go ahead and pass it anyway. Guess what? Crossing pattern. Guess what? Split in the middle was Henry, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. And man, oh my, that's what was that? 72 yards for a touchdown.
62 yards. 62 yards, and just for a fact, that was actually a new quarterback as Chris Walford walked in. So
got it.
Came into the game for his first throw, and first throw was one reception for 72 yards.
Hard work there.
Didn't even work up a sweat.
Let me have your pen. I'm going to steal so I can write down that one. So Walford, number 15, one play and all set and ready to go. So we'll see probably him for the rest of the game for the Eagles. And there's the kicking up, and it is good. So quick break out on the football field after the touchdown and the extra point. We'll take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
There is nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking, and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110, in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great tasting barbecue, come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit the facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
We are set. We are back as the kickoff went into the end zone. So the Sachse Mustangs will start this drive at their own 25. Gutierrez now set, ready to go. Back at the quarterback position for the Sachse Mustangs. 3 far, 1 near. They're just jogging off the line. Here he goes. So Gutierrez looking it, gets the snap, hands it off. Reeves find the hole, pushes up. Gain of about 5 there on the stop. Number 40 on the other side. It was Forte as well as Booker on the stop for the Eagles.
Yeah, and as you get later in this game, and because of the distance to score, you're probably going to be calling it a few new numbers for the remainder of the game.
So here comes second down, and it's going to be a false start. So they gain 5. Now it's going to back them up 5. So they win on the false start for the Sachse Mustangs. So that'll go to 2nd and 11 now as they replay second down. And interesting lineup as they got 2 wide receivers. Both of them are stacked on each side. So look for a pass and a blocker in the front, or how they do it. Here comes Gutierrez looking down the field. Now he's going to have to take off because the pocket broke. Big hit there. Number 22 on the stop. That was Booker. And a gain of about 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it brings up 3rd down for the Sachse Mustangs. Why are we getting them so loud now? All right, so let's turn it down. we're hearing a lot of noise going on up in the booth here. So that brings up now third down for the Sachse Mustangs. 3 far, 1 near. Gutierrez gets the snap. He's going to roll to the far side. Has time and looking, puts the ball. Nice catch at the 40-yard line, pushing down to the 50 and now to the 40-yard line. And that was, hey, he got it. Austin with the catch for the Sachse Mustangs. Glad to see he was able to get out there. So Austin Phillips with the reception, pushing it down to the 40-yard line, gives him the first down.
And great job by Gutierrez to move up in the pocket as that pocket collapsed around him. He's able to move up close to the line of scrimmage and catch Phillips coming across the middle.
So first down and 10, ball on the 41-yard line of the Eagles. 3 far. Gutierrez back to pass. He's got a lot of room. He's going to maybe take off. Yep, he's going to take. Oh, he did. I think that's a yellow hanky. He was past the line of scrimmage when he threw that one. So that is going to bring out the Dickey's Barbecue yellow hanky.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, you got to know where you're at on the field. As he wasn't just like 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. He was 3 to 4 yards past the line of scrimmage.
If he would have kept running, he had a lot of green. He would only had one guy to beat in reality. But the yellow hanky does come out, and that will back up the Sachse Mustangs as the Mustangs down 14-7. 8:56 left to go in this one here tonight. So, got off to a quick start here tonight. Got the onside kick.
Well, it looks like, and I guess we were watching Gutierrez on when he threw the ball, but it looks like the ball was intercepted. I thought he was out of bounds, but they're going to give Prosper the ball.
Are they really?
Why?
On an interception.
I didn't see anybody catch that ball, Bill. Listen, I don't have my glasses on. I don't even think you saw it. Here's the replay as we're looking down there.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did. Yes. He, not only that, he caught down, he got that knee down before he went out of bounds. So there it is. So that explains it. How about a replay? That helps. Here's a handoff for the Eagles going around the corner. And the ball, look at the speed of that young guy moving around there. As on the rush there was number 17 for the Prosper Eagles. That was Pritchard. And then it was Rothrick on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, going back to that last pass on that quarterback, you got to know when you got to just tuck it, and even if that, you had mentioned he had one receiver or one defender in front of him, he could have still gotten positive yards.
Second down, hands the ball off, and pushing down the way is Montaigne, and on the stop was Camden George. And that's going to be enough for the first down.
Well, going into this game, that was one thing I'd mentioned is you got to play flawless football against a team like this. You can't have turnovers and penalties. And once again, it's plagued Sachse tonight like it did last week.
2 far, 1 near for the Eagles. Ball on the 32-yard line on their own side. They get the snap, and they run a jet. Nope, keeping it as the quarterback, pushing it up there. Oh, big shot. Holy smoke. And that, I'm trying to figure out who the Hunt on the stop, but it looked like number, as well as a Foley, but it looked like the Prosper Eagles had number 6 running that one. That was Duke.
Well, and I think they're going to get J.J. Hunt with either targeting or unnecessary roughness as he hit a defensive player as he made that tackle.
Trying to see, because it looked like number 6 was the one running. Oh, mark that. It was number 16. It was Montaigne who was running that one. So I saw the 6. I didn't see the 1. So clock is at 7:27 right now.
Well, they picked up the flag. It looks like they waved off that target as he came more with the shoulder than he did with the helmet.
So that brings up first down as they go ahead and hand it off. No, keeping it, pushing it around. And big stop right there. Holy smokes. Lots of hitting going on out there as the Prosper Eagles. Wolford at the quarterback. It was Chester as well. Both Chesters. Ivory Chester as well as Skylar Chester on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. Got both of them out there working it out. So, but that brings up now third down for the Eagles. Third down and 2.
It makes your job easier because all you have to do is say Chester on the tackle.
Chester.
Chester, and Chester. Sounds like a law firm.
2 far, 1 near for the Eagles. And it is Walford in for the Eagles at the quarterback position. Now they got guys running around, don't know where they need to go, and that's going to bring out the yellow hanky for a delay of game or a timeout. Okay, so it's a timeout. So they got that in before the clock went out. So timeout on the football field means timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. You're listening to coverage of the 2022 Sachse Mustangs. We'll be right back.
Fit Body Boot Camp located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse.
Oh, I'm going. When I send the pictures, when I send them all, I'm telling the gray one. She said she'll have the gray ones next week.
She's already put out one thing. She just gotta make them.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Here comes 3rd down and 2. Handoff. He's going to get the first down. Pushing around is Sanders as he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Well, it's going to be. Looks like they're going to place it on the 48-yard line. As on the stop was Chester, and this one was Ivory Chester, and then Brunswick on the stop. So clock continuing to run here. 6:09, 44-7 in favor of the Eagles. They pushed the ball down to the 48-yard line and got the first down. So let's see what the defense is going to do to try to stop it. So here goes Sanders again around the corner, and it's just finding it as he picks up big yards. There is a yellow hanky out on the football field where he's brought down by the 30-yard line, and this is going to go against the Eagles, according to Bill.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a block in the back from the Eagles. Either that or it's going to be a clip.
Where's the flag at? Because that'll give us an indication. Okay, so the flag is sitting on the 35-yard line of the Mustangs, so that'll push them back to midfield with the 15-yarder and with that, and so that will make it still first down, and well, it's going to be 11. So in reality, hold on. Now they're moving it.
Well, it's a spot.
line.
It's a spot foul from the spot of the foul, so it's 10 yards from that location. So it's going to be 1st and 7. 1st
and 7 for the Eagles. 2 near, 1 far, and they hand the ball off. No, keeping it his quarterback, pushing it up as Walford. Walford's going to ball's on the ground. Fall fumble picked up by the Sachse Mustangs. How about that? We needed that. A fumble recovery by Brown, and that will turn the ball over. Hey, that's something good there starting out there. Nice fumble recovery there for the Sachse. Let's see what they can do here now.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta take something away from this. You really,
exactly.
You know what? We know the game's out of hand, but really you want to take some positive out of this. And if you can do something here in that last 5 minutes, you use that. You utilize that for next game.
1st down and 10. 3 near, 1 far for the Mustangs. Gutierrez goes ahead, hands it off, push around the corner. Look at Reeves pushing around there. Takes it down to the 48-yard line. Gain of 7 on 1st down for the Sachse Mustangs. That's a big-time play. We couldn't even get the number. Everybody was whipping around in circles. And that being said, it was, we don't even have the number.
It's actually number 26, which we don't have on our roster.
Yep, so we don't have him. So here comes 2nd down, too far, too near, and that's going to be a free play. Gutierrez knows it. Yellow hanky, he's going to take off, and he's going to push right near the 1st down. And the yellow hanky couldn't get anybody wide open, or at least open enough to throw the ball down the field, but he still gets the 1st down, but he would have got it.
Yeah, well, the offensive line collapsed too quick for him to even wind up and get that ball downfield.
So it's going to be a 1st down for the Sachse Mustangs after they walk off the yellow hanky. See where they're going to place this one, and then it was, what's the number?
It's number 28, but I don't show him on our roster.
And he's not anywhere on the regular roster, so we didn't get that update unless it's 26.
It's not 26.
So there you go. So we'll find out. New dude. New dude for the first evening. Too far, too near for the Mustangs. On the 46-yard line of the Eagles. Gutierrez back to pass. He had to get rid of it quick, and it was almost intercepted. It was a nice idea, but he had to get rid of the ball a little bit earlier. That one almost was picked off right in the middle of the field, right at the 30-yard line.
Well, and Prosper's just sitting back in a zone. They're sitting back on a cover 3, and all we're doing is that number 31, which is Jordan Bradford, just sitting back as a safety, waiting for anything to come up across the middle.
So that brings up second down for the Sachse Mustangs. 4:05 left to go in this one, 44-7. Favor of the Eagles, 3 near, 1 far. Hand the ball off. Pushing it. Nope. Gutierrez keeps it. He gets the pass. Ball caught. Pushed down to about the 38-yard line. And on the reception for the Sachse Mustangs was Rothrock. And on the stop on the other side was Edmonds. It's right near first down. Will it be enough to push it?
About a yard short.
About a yard short. That's going to bring up third down for the Sachse Mustangs as they try to keep moving the ball down. Ball's on the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 36, so it's 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs. So Gutierrez gets the snap. He's going to push it. You see him lower that shoulder. Got the first down in between two defenders. One of on the stop was number 93. It was Felter Jr. as well as on the other side. It was Billett. So he tried to split it, and he got hit both sides, but it was enough to push for the first down.
Yeah, and he barely got that, but he was able to know where that first down marker was and give some extra effort to get that first down.
So, that being said, brings up first down, 3 minutes left to go in this. 3 far, 1 near for the Sachse Mustangs. Reeves is going to be in the backfield. Man in motion on the top of the field. Gutierrez has some time, and he's looking downfield. He's looking for all the marbles. Overthrew him by about 3 or 4 yards. Wasn't able to bring it in. Ball was intended for Rothrock.
Yeah, that was actually a great idea. And Rothrock did have some separation with the defender, but he just overthrew the ball.
Yeah, not having Akana out on the football field for the Sachse Mustangs is a big loss. 10 rushes, 163 yards, and a touchdown last week. And he came in with a Gutierrez at the same time.
Yeah, and that's a challenge tonight is we've had a total of 37 yards for the whole game.
Back to pass, Gutierrez. He's almost sacked, and he's going to get another flag because he was beyond the line of scrimmage. Nope, they didn't throw the flag there. That stops the clock with 2:37 left to go. Boy, he looked like he was just over the line.
And one thing with being across the line of scrimmage, any part of you has to be on this side of the ball, of the line of scrimmage. And I'm sure it was just his back heel that was still behind the line of scrimmage.
That's probably the reason why they call it. So, that was close. All right, so timeout on the football field means timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Quick break, and when we come back, it'll be third down. We'll be right back.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
All right, Butch Wesson, Wesson General Contractors in the house. Good to have Butch here. We'd miss him. He's been gone for 2 months. So, good to see him out. All right, here's third down for the Sachse Mustang. 2:37 left to go. 3 far, 1 near. And Gutierrez in the backfield with Reeves. Reeves off to his left. Back to passes Gutierrez. He's going to break down. He's going to be sacked at about the 46-yard line. They'll give him a little bit of forward credit there. Billett on the sack for the Eagles. So that brings up fourth down for the Sachse Mustangs.
It looks like you got an offensive lineman slow getting up as he's holding his shoulder. He's coming off the field.
He is. Not sure who that is. That's these numbers. It's hard to see the silly thing. So we'll find out.
It's Caden Jesmer coming off the field.
Yep, holding the wrist there. So
I think he might have gotten a stinger. Because I see him moving his arm, so he probably got a stinger.
All right, so here's fourth down. They're going to go for it. Too far, too near. Why not? Minute 54 seconds. Let's go. See what you can do on fourth down. Gutierrez back to pass. He's looking in, moves up, and puts the ball deep down the field. It's going to be caught at the net. Touchdown! Mustangs. Rothrock on the touchdown reception. Puts 6 on the board. Nice to see.
Well, and it was just like I was telling you a few minutes ago. He was getting separation from his defender. Gutierrez was able to just get it right there in the numbers as he got separation from the defender.
So they bring on the kicking unit here for the Mustangs.
And this is something I had said, take something out of this game. And this is something right there that you can take.
Alvarado with the kick goes up, and it is good. So the Sachse Mustangs put one on at the beginning of the game, and now towards the end of the game. At least I got 2 touchdown calls here tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. So the kick goes downtown. So since it goes downtown, that means there's a breakout on the football field. That means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as soon as I can find them, and then we can get it out there. And I just have to find that one. We'll be right back.
Located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse.
Couch Potato Sports Show. Make sure you check out Fit Body Boot Camp. She's going to be joining us here in halftime next week. I'm actually going to go out. We're going to kind of do a quick remote there at Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse. It's across the street. There's Butch Wesson. We were wondering where he's at.
Right there looking at y'all guys.
All right. Oh, you were trying to get our attention. There we go. All right, so minute and 40 left to go, 44-14. For the Sachse Mustangs, they go ahead and put the ball up, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to be handled. Yes, it's going to push it now as do around the corner, down to the 25, now to the 30, now to the 40. They need to stop him. Here comes the kicker trying to push him out. He breaks through that tackle, and he's going to return it all the way back for a touchdown. Breaking tackles and pushing onto the near side. And that brings the score to 50-14, a minute and 24 seconds left to go. Still an opportunity to see what the Sachse Mustangs can do here at the late portion of this game.
Yeah, but this is something you can't be giving up, especially so close to the end of the game here. If this is a tie game, that's a game breaker right there. You really got to, on the kickoff, you got to stay in your lanes. You got to make sure that they don't have an opportunity to find an open lane to get down the field.
At least that easily anyway. So, he just found the holes. He just jigged and jagged and found his way through, and that was somewhat fairly easy for him as well. So, bringing on the kicking unit. And the kick goes up, and it's good. So 51-14 in favor of the Eagles. Quick breakout on the football field means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We will be right back.
Rich's Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else.
Back here on the Cadillac. Hey, by the way, Rich saved me $1,000 on the Cadillac converter. He could have charged me $1,500 instead. Honest man. Get over, check him out, Cadillac Converter. Here's the rolling kick. going to be handled at the 30-yard line, pushing up to about the 39-yard line for the Sachse Mustangs. On the return, it was Cunningham on the return, and on the stop, it was Cagle for the Eagles. Still minute 17. Let's see what they can do. 2-minute. 2-minute drill here. You're still going to finish the game. Let's see how they finish the game.
Well, and yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to keep running your offense. You got to keep.
Is that
doing
King?
What you do. Well, it looks like. Well, the way they're positioned, looks like they're just gonna.
They might just take the knee and roll out of here.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to take the knee and roll out.
Yeah, so there's no need to run the risk of injury as well in this part of the game. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to go ahead and roll up and be done with it. And that's probably a smart thing to do right now as far as this game is concerned. Of course, I want to see what they can end up doing in order to get that squared away and, see they got the touchdown toward the end, so that was nice. So early score, late score for the Sachse Mustangs as they're going to take the loss here tonight, 51-14. Next week, it is the Lakeview Centennial Patriots. This one is going to be an interesting. We're going to drive right into district, and starting off with a tough football team. We already know about them. They're 1-1 out on the season there, Bill.
Yeah, and they had a tough loss last night as they lost 10-9. So I know they're going to be coming out hungry next week as well, as they lost one that I know they felt like they should have won.
Definitely. So that's going to do it for us here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. And guys, again, tough two teams, tough out of district games. The halfway expect something like this. You don't want this, but now going into they got to take what they learned from last week and what they learned from this week and go out there and get ready for district, because it's all about district, especially where they're going to be as far as the playoffs are concerned.
Well, and get healthy. You play two tough teams. I guarantee you there's a lot of bumps and bruises, and they got banged up pretty good. So get healthy, get through district, and then just position yourself so that way when you come to the playoffs, you've experienced those tough teams.
Definitely. So that being said, that's where we're at. Guys, it's next Friday, right? It's not a Thursday game. It's a Friday game. We'll be right back here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, and we're going to be all set and ready to go for you. We hope to see you next Friday, and we hope to get a victory next week here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. So we'll see you then. Hope everybody has a great day. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us. We'll be back next week.